Hey everybody, it's Friday night. It's D&D Denial on Friday night. It's Hilarious Gaming, Legends of Kralis, and the party's negotiating with me on how to get their merit recap. And so far, what we have is I started and succeed. I started with giving someone 2,500, and then two people kind of like, oh, I can do it for this or I can do it for that. It's kind of like I can name that tune in like one note kind of thing, right? So they boil down. So we got one who's like, I can do it, and now that one is negotiating to give everybody 1,500 merit points if they all kind of do it themselves, and we're waiting for that result. So let's go say hi to them and see how they bring this.
A.
No, not A. I. A. What are you, the
So
Fonz?
embarrassing to be a Canadian.
No, I'm that big during roll call. It's like, all right, stay here if you're here, and I'm like present.
I'm not gonna lie, I do the same thing every morning. I like when people are doing stuff and they're like, "Yep, right here," and I'm just like, "Yerp."
Yerp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yerp.
So what's the consensus here?
The consensus
auctions.
is we accept these terms.
Yes.
So you all are going to kind of make sure that you fill in something that was said about last game session without that was not repeatable. So if Nico says X happened, VAR can't say X plus 1 happened. They have to say Y happened.
Yes.
Okay. Then we'll start with you, Ahote, and if it all works well, you all will receive 1,500 merit, and maybe some of you will rank up, where some of you may not. I know Sirith won't, Bajra's a little way, and VAR definitely won't.
Hey.
None of us will,
A.
but it gets us closer.
Gets us closer.
Gets us closer. We'll rank up at the end of this episode.
Go ahead.
Starting from last week, we landed on a island that was about 100 miles away, 150 miles away from the coast of Azar. We landed, and as soon as we landed, Jack Harkins,
Yep, Harkin. Jack Harkin.
he got off.
No
after he
relation.
told us and everything. He got off and was almost immediately surrounded by all of the ladies.
No, not just all the ladies.
And men.
Couple of
as well as some men.
yes.
And he quickly
And some men
in that crowd. We then were confused about where to go. We were looking around, and we made our way to the League of Gentlemen, aka Log, and that's where we walked in. Ahote immediately almost got beat up because he was trying to read people's lips, and they were trying to hide, so he was trying to stare harder. And this 8'8" behold.
It didn't help that most of the gentlemen were women also, so he walks in and is immediately leering, or so it appears.
staring at the ladies.
Yeah.
Let's go, ladies.
Cartoon eyes and everything. Keep going. Go ahead. I don't want to say that. Go ahead.
Markham, keep her going.
Oh, okay.
Keep her going. You tagged yourself in.
All right. Yes. I tapped in. Whoops. So he began to negotiate with this Bahul, who said that he had made it there and back to this cursed island more times than most, being a full 2 trips, and that he started his prices at, I believe it was 30,000 a day, which is extraordinary prices for us. We are very poor. Excuse me. So we tried to talk him down. It did not work so well, but we tried anyhow. While Ahote kept trying to bribe him, the party kind of just began to. I'm not actually sure where Var went, but I know that Bosra went somewhere where only Selkie and Talarius know, and Ellen wandered down to one of the temples to see if maybe they had a guide, which they did not. He did, however, find out that there are no poor or orphans there because This is strictly a staging ground where people then go out and do adventures. So you only have um, people staying there kind of on a temporary basis, and they are all doing quite well because they are charging exorbitant amounts to be guides. Anyone else want to tap in? It can't just be the two of us.
I will not disclose what Baja is doing,
Very
but
well.
it is good for the good of the team.
Var.
That makes me think it's not.
All right, well, I'll continue until someone wants to tap in. Ellen
Well,
got a
okay,
number
I'll
of
tap in because that's just
healing
useless.
potions. No, healing potions are not useless. Healing can be
No.
not useless. You got
No, never mind. I'll explain later.
okay.
I will explain later.
Ellen bought a number of healing potions, and while he was trying to gain, while he was in the Temple of Alal trying to gain information, I believe the main priest told him that the land was cursed and it was forsaken by the gods, and Ellen didn't really know what to do with that, so it's kind of like, okay, well, healing potions. And in the meantime, Ahote went to Temple of Magnara, which was also on this island, and spoke to their leader. I don't know what the term is. Priest.
Priest.
Same thing. Head priest. Who was super
Same
sassy.
thing.
Who was super sassy and like elitist, and Ahote, whilst elegantly sassing the heck out of him, understood that the island was cursed, and therefore we would probably do good to obtain some sort of way to undo the curse before stepping on the land. And anyone can step in at any time. And he obtained...
Oh, that's right. Moss can't help because Moss was helping. Helping
Did you watch?
I'll let you guess. He
I
obtained...
haven't watched anything in
He obtained
a
this
while,
many
my friend.
certain things.
Yeah, we're going to the island with curse, and we need something.
It's a cursed island, and he
So-
obtained this
No,
many
it's
of
not
like...
cursed. And I obtained that many of something that makes you not cursed.
They
Well,
but you have to land on the island first, and then you can cast it on yourself to be able to
Yes.
scrolls of
Oh.
anti-curse or whatever they were called.
remove curse, remove
Uncursed.
curse, remove curse.
There we go.
I can't
but we
believe
need-
you believed
But
me
we
whenever I
need
said
to land
uncursed.
of all the things that we get hung up on. It's scroll of remove curse.
I can't believe I got you.
That was actually
we
really
had-
hilarious because Talaris was trying the whole time to spell it out in front of us and get us to see exactly what he was saying, and we were all just not understanding the riddle.
It wasn't even a riddle. It was just
Oh, yeah.
the islands are cursed. Wait a minute.
Nope, it was a
Oh
riddle.
yeah.
Still don't get it. It's
It
a
was-
cursed island. Wait.
It
Yes.
was a
There
right
must be
angled riddle.
There must be something more to this island.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment. It's a right angle riddle.
The island was
But right
definitely a
angled
door.
riddle.
I like
Definitely a
that.
door.
So after obtaining those 5 curses and selling a few items to be able to afford that, I then walked out and walked past Ellen, who was walking in to that temple. After he got medicinal supplies that were twice the amount of normal.
And still not too bad though.
Yeah. The man that we were talking to had been to the island twice.
Mm-hmm.
3 times, actually. He pointed us at another gentleman who had been there 6 times and was still alive, just not all put together physically.
Oh, important thing about the island is it causes magic to go haywire, and allegedly, no, I think that was changed. Tech should work, but anything magical or enchanted might go
Tech is fine.
haywire. There is a percentage chance of that happening unless you use the remove curse on yourself. The problem is because remove curse is magic. Once you land and you cast it on yourself, it may or may not work. So this should be interesting.
This is true.
Do we leave anything?
Does everybody feel like they that they
Can I
that they
just
kind of
upcast remove curse on the island?
on the whole island?
The whole island.
Yes.
On the whole
Okay, so
island.
when we
I
say
can't
island,
believe it.
so when we
abandoned this place, but
so when
I
we
know.
say it's an island, don't think like Hawaii and the Hawaii Islands. Think more like Australia.
Can
Nothing
I use the
serious
wish
can't
spell to
handle.
uncurse the island?
No.
Serious
Can I use
situation goes,
the
listen,
wish spell through one of my alchemy things? Through one of my great works.
I believe in
Or
him.
the alter reality spell, sorry.
I accept your reality and reject it.
I accept your reality, and actually, no, I don't.
This island is cursed. Actually, it's not. Did you look closely?
I can't
I don't-
believe
The
in
gods
the thousands
abandoned
of
this
years
island, but
that
I
the
didn't.
island has been cursed. No one's thought of this.
I can't
Hey,
believe
it's
you
a
had
very
this.
high rank spell. Typically, you wouldn't just alter reality willy nilly.
I mean, when they're making money the way they are, if we did that, they'd
They-
be
They kill us.
But like at the same time, there's got to be some like PEMDAS shit that happens. Like that curse is gonna pop up somewhere else.
No, they would still make
We
money.
get
and
back in the
everything.
mainland is cursed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, something else for grab. There are gargantuan creatures that can take airships up the sky.
Oh
So
yes.
that's why flying.
Oh
tech
yeah.
doesn't fly.
Yeah, flight tech doesn't work, and we need a big enough and fast enough boat because there's like
Stuff in the water.
the sharks from Jurassic Park.
And all the boats there are like definitely not registered or up to code.
Bars going around, so they've got like a pin, like, okay, in the title, okay, I'll have that one checked down.
Yeah, they're shut down. Mm-mm.
Oh, that one
That
looks
is
like
not
it's.
safe.
Oh, that one's not safe. Writing that
Clipboard.
name down, a little
That's
clipboard.
not safe. That did not pass any inspections.
Oh, what's the name of this ship? The Gorging Eater. That sounds redundant. I'm writing you up for having a dumb name.
Is that a registered legal name? What? So I'm going to ask for you, Sierra, to go ahead and give me a lore divine check on you, what you want to try. Because you weren't here for the last time for this, and this is something that could really, basically, it'll let you know whether the alter reality spell would work or not, and ultimately, and there's a caveat to that it's up to the GM for the final ruling and effects of that spell.
I do not have lore.
You don't have religion or lore, anything?
As
I
a
have
priest?
Lore
As
history,
a-
lore omniverse, lore technological, lore demon, lore arcane, and lore monster.
Yeah, go ahead and cast alter reality. Let's see
I
what
have
happens.
just divine knowledge.
YOLO.
Well, if you want to roll divine knowledge, that's fine. It'll be a TS of 10.
What is your? Oh, I'm sorry. That's on me.
I'll
That's on
focus
me.
to
Go
give
ahead.
myself a plus 30.
My bad. There you go. I keep my leash on my dog just in case she gets out. I have a little bit more time to like grab her before she goes after the cats.
Smart.
And my chair rolled over her leash and she couldn't get up in the bed. She was very sad.
It is very sad.
I don't think that makes
I'm
it.
going to spend a heroic luck to reroll that, because that's actually 9.
Is this a heroic action?
It is not a heroic action. It is a singular. I'm trying to figure out something action. You
Can I
have.
use my totem to reroll once a day?
Yes, you can.
Oh my goodness. Wife, are we in North America
Is
or
that
South
enough,
America?
actually?
Me looks at her. Wife, we're in North America. Yes. What's in South America?
That is
Pauses.
10 successes.
Go ahead and say it.
Barely.
Mexico. Face
It's
palm.
so close. So close.
So close.
So close.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm gonna eat a napkin. That's
She
Don't
said
eat
like the
napkins.
pregnancy ring.
Hey, it got Caleb
So,
attention.
yes or no, Sierra?
Yes, it is, because it's right below.
You know that the island of Azar, or the land of Azar, was actually abandoned by any divine presence in the sense of what you would normally be able to come across in most of the rest of the Omniverse. There are other places that are like this. It is a land that is dominated and ruled over by other dimensional beings who have control essentially over what occurs on the island or the land, and in order to keep them there, the gods have abandoned it, and there is a type of magical essence, I guess is the best way to describe it, that surrounds the land. So how this surrounds all living things, is inside all living things, and binds them all together on the land. Casting alter reality would likely not have an effect because magic doesn't necessarily work on it, and the gods don't give enough shit about it to actually let it. They're like, it's a spot on our world.
I just noticed our profiles on stream.
So is using a wishing stone the same as using magic?
Yes.
Stone is alchemy.
Well, the thing is it's not. So it's the wishing stone. You go and you create the wishing stone. You're attempting to cast, by all intents and purposes, alter reality, and with the wishing stone, it quite literally is. If you want something good to happen to you, it's the whole genie in a bottle, something bad, or it's taken or given to somebody else or someplace else. So the potentiality is, if you try to remove this curse, this impeding curse on the land of Azar, and it's the total land, and again, we're talking thousands of miles wide by thousands of miles long, for you to be able to do this, could potentially curse all of Talos, or perhaps even the world.
Don't do it.
But then the old one couldn't get through with magic.
But would it uncurse the land?
I don't care how big the room is.
Look how big the room is. I'm casting Fireball.
Listen, I'll just use one charge to create a world that's an exact copy of our world.
And yo,
And
are
then
you
I'll get rid of
doing?
the curse in that land, go get everything back, and then I'll use the last spell to get rid of that world and be in the new one.
this is the most complicated way of just a curse that magic doesn't work sometimes.
No.
So complicated.
Not like we haven't gone through like dungeons
Listen,
and mazes.
someone has
and
to push the
labyrinths
multiverse
with
rules.
that-
Like, we have a way around it, but the biggest thing is that, like, you said an exact copy of our world, but they're gonna be like fakes, but it's still genocide.
Wow, there's a whole moral thing behind that. Wow.
Once you
This
delete,
man's
you
on the
created
side
this
of
whole new
Thanos.
world,
It's
and
not
then you
genocide,
delete it. You're
they-
committing.
here.
That's like
They're
You're
like, our
basically
God
murder.
has saved us. And you're just like, all right, I'm done with y'all now. Our God has forsaken us.
what the fuck. This is Schrodinger's Talos.
Oh, I love us.
And that would cause so many issues. I mean, it's kind of like snipping a portion of a multi-universe thread. It's gonna somehow, and I'll figure it out, come snapping back on you. So be careful what you wish for. If you want to try that, I won't say no, but I am not responsible for the consequences
will.
thereafter.
Guys, let me just break the multiverse real quick to solve this tiny curse.
Hey guys, can I try something? Oh,
Have you never seen Flashpoint?
I mean, I have.
Well,
The worst part is,
I
you
mean,
know that if he
a
asks
lot
for
of people
something-
have seen it with the
I'll
new
say yes.
movie.
Yeah, but not the original anime version of Flashpoint.
OG Flashpoint.
OG Flashpoint.
No, didn't that come out in '74?
No. It come out in 74. Who, the Flash or Flashpoint?
Flashpoint.
No. Flash wasn't even invented until the late 70s.
Just because
That seems off.
Flashpoint is the greatest
74.
Flash story ever written.
I'm sorry, it was
multiverse
1940.
story ever written.
But I don't think the Flashpoint was created in 1974.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was a little bit after. Pretty sure.
Because it was a major universal thing. Yeah, Flashpoint, the actual comic, didn't come out until 2011. So.
That sounds right. I was gonna say, wasn't it the 2000s?
Yeah, it was in the 2000s.
Why does that sound like that's something that should have been created?
Flashpoint
Well,
is
like I
modern.
saw that too, and I was like, "Is it really?"
Nah, yeah,
It really
Flashpoint is
existed?
modern. It's insane. So do we, while we're on this island that's safe, would Sirith have time to discover a great work?
We've only been here for like a day.
You've only been here for like less than 24 hours. So your desire to actually discover a great work, while I would like you to do so, which will be fun, is not going to happen in a 24-hour period.
Okay. I have a different plan for the wishing stone.
I wish that finding great works would cost them.
I wish I could
I wish I
discover
was
a great
better
work
at
in 24
everything.
hours.
I wish that I can just discover all.
Like the elixir of life is brewed over 24 hours.
Yeah, I've already done 2 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Subtle
thank you.
flex.
It's too easy for me now. It's like not really
Hote
challenging
and I
anymore.
don't get old.
And I would say the wishing stone would take. Yes, I mean, yes. It even says the user grants the user the spell-like ability of the spell alter reality. So yeah, you would essentially be casting the spell of alter reality through a wishing stone. You're just chemically creating it. Alchemically creating it.
I think it's fitting that Ellen is now the only party member that ages.
Yeah,
He's the
that
oldest
tracks.
one.
Give
Oh
me
my
time.
God. He is. The
I'll fix
oldest
that
is
in
the
no
only
time.
one that
Wait,
continues living.
wait. Markham, aren't you too angry to die too?
No.
Oh, you're chill as fuck. All right.
He's just
well, look,
he's just a little angry.
just like
He's
He's just grumpy.
Old
He's
man.
not-
Yeah, he's grumpy. He's
Yeah.
not angry.
It's Old Man Jenkins.
Old Man Jenkins. He's about to be Old Man Jenkins while the rest of us are still like pristine in our 20s. Like,
Right.
Hey,
Granted, he
funny.
does normally
All right.
live a lot
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say that was passable as a redone. I'll give you 1,500 each for those of you who partook.
yeah. That brings me to 25.
Same. I just need 9,000 or 900. But
You say 9,000? Man, you need to go back to school for your math, then, man.
I
I did
need
that last time. I
wait.
was like, oh, I need 120 something
It's
thousand.
like
What?
I need 1,300.
man.
We are on the isle. This tiny island. Port Valis. Bajra, is there anything else you want to do before we continue? Sirith, Var, Ahote, and Ellen, before we start to wrap up for this day, is there anything else that you'd like to do prior to it? You still need to find a ship and a crew
Well,
and a guide.
I've been looking.
Oh, and
at
you
the
also need
ships.
to you also need to figure out where you're going.
How long it takes to make a wishing stone, and I can cover all of that.
Understand, I will warp the wish the fuck out of it.
You have no idea what the actual idea I have for the wishing stone is.
Doesn't matter. I will warp the shit out of it.
You have to have precise wording. You got it. I believe in you.
And I was yeah. So. Anybody else want to do anything besides Sirith wanting to create a wishing stone?
I am. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm looking at
I'm going
looking
to
at
go
how much
back
I have.
to the ship I'm going to go to my little room. I'm gonna set the chest down. Everybody has the items that they have for the most part. I'm gonna make sure that we have everything that we need, and everything we don't is gonna be locked in there. I'm gonna grab the skeleton key from that, and I'm going to close the chest, and I'm gonna lock the chest with it, so that only the
And drink
key
it
can be
down, put it in your pocket.
All right. I got a question. Are there any basic metals that are known to deal extra damage to undead or fiend or extraplanar beings or aberrations or anything?
There is.
Okay.
Or you want me to find them for you?
Yeah, I'm looking for non-magical metals. I'm flipping through right now. I'm guessing silver for undead.
So on page 165 is where you want to head, where we have special materials. Goes everything from cold iron to dragon hide to ironwood to red steel, silver weapons, and thoakar. The next thing that you guys need to overcome is, where are we going? Because you're going to head into a land that you have. There are no real true maps to it. There's concepts of it, and you have no idea where you're going. You know you're looking for an artifact, the Rav Magan, or at least information about it that exists on the land, but you have no exact definition of point. It's not like going to Sultania.
Well, we saw a Hote or Sirith get a locate spell, so we could bank on that potentially, or ask them about it if this is some magic stuff that I'm not understanding. Oh, but what would the remove curse remove the magic being weird?
Yeah.
So the way the remove curse is going to work is it can't remove the curse from the land, but what it does, as described to both Ahotang and Ellen, once you pass a certain point, the land curses you with a very dramatic curse, causing you not to be able to use your magic, not being able to use magic.
Okay.
Right? Tech works for the most part. Doesn't mean it's going to work perfectly, because some of the tech is still kind of
Magical.
magic based, right? I mean, it's kind of like the Dokal crystals themselves create an energy force, but it's a natural element, but it's kind of associated with magic, so it kind of like
Can't decide.
no, it's not so much it can't decide. Is it more magical or more tech, or is it more natural? So that's kind of where it is. It's kind of like, I guess the best way to describe it, I guess, for those of you who follow Star Wars, is they're kind of like kyber crystals, right?
Yeah.
And the kyber crystals themselves are, undesignated items of power, whether they are magical or not, whether they're filled with force or not. They are meant to harness and project the will of the force through them. So does that make them magical? I don't know, and I don't think anybody's ever said anything about them being magical or not magical. So
So
I
yeah,
have
we
a
could
question
maybe
for you.
rely on the locate spell. Continue, sorry.
Or the scrying
Oh,
spell.
you go ahead.
So locate. The spell itself, I'm not really
You're thinking scrying, not locate.
Okay. The spellcaster will know better. I promise you that.
The locate spell won't work. Scrying might work, but you have to have. I mean,
At 6, it's 1,000. Yeah, PR6.
well, it allows you to look into other planes of existence or other dimensions, or up to 1,000 miles away from the caster for success on the current plane. But that doesn't mean it's gonna it's not like you open up a map and there's like, hey, look, there's something there. It's blinking. it says go here. You know, it's not like that. It allows you to
Physically
view.
moving and looking through.
Right, it allows you to look down into the land as though it opened up, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's like, hey, there's a blue-white light coming from the cave. That must be where our next save point is.
Am I in a trance-like state when scrying, or am I still aware of my surroundings and able to talk?
Does it say, or does it leave it kind
The
of?
spell, a caster can remotely view a specific area as designated. It must be known by the caster or an obvious one. They view the area from above the ground and can zoom in or out.
I would say. I would say that it allows you. I would say for narrative effects, I'm going to allow you to decide how you want the spell to work because it doesn't really say. I would say that it creates like a singular flat plane, kind of like it's surrounded like in a like a cloud kind of thing, and allows you to kind of zoom around. Kind of like concept, so you'd still be there, or you could narrative say it's only in my head.
Okay.
But I guess I see it more of as one of those things, like if you've ever played Civilization, right? You can only see certain parts of the map until you get to it, and it kind of fills out, kind of thing. I don't know.
What are you doing?
I kind of
Come
picture
on.
it as like the trances of dream walking and like Dr. Sleep and such.
You could do that. Then I would say then you're probably not able to directly communicate with people around you because you're more of in a transit or trans state. But only you can view what's there, right? It's not like everybody else can see it.
Are there rules for casting spells together?
In what sense?
Would Ahote and I be able to both scry? Like sit down and do a ritual scry and both of us be scrying?
There are rules for ritual casting. If you both are casting the same spell, but the thing is one would be arcane powered, the other would be divine powered. I would allow you. Give me a better description of how you want to use it from your thinking. Are you saying that you scry something, then he scries within your scry?
I'm saying more so we just scry together so that we're
Kind of like
splitting the-
Charmed in the Power of 3, kind of like together casting a spell to make it stronger, but where
Yes.
we're both able to.
Perfect. Oh my god. Such a great reference.
But to what point though? To what point though?
Is it just
So you
like
make it
multiple,
you make
having-
it stronger, but then the only people that would maybe be able to see it would be you and Ahote.
Well, yeah, but
Well,
that's
to where
also
we could view different
we're-
parts of that area of effect remotely.
al-
Like
also
instead
two
of-
people retaining the information would probably be better. Because then if we get split up at all, more than one of us have viewed the terrain.
All right, so understand this is where it allows you to scry up to 1,000 miles away, right? How big of an area can you scry?
It's up to
100-foot
1,000
radius.
per success.
1,000 feet or 1,000 miles?
1,000 miles per success on the current plane.
No, it's up to 1,000 miles away, not up to 1,000 miles in diameter. The range
Oh, the radius is 100 feet.
is 100
looking
feet,
at 30 feet at a time.
right?
And the I can move up to 60 feet.
Yeah, the area effect is equal to 100-foot radius, and the caster can view up to 30 feet of that at a time and can move the scrying within that area up to 60 feet per turn.
What's the area of effect affecting them?
The area of effect varies. It's based off of each of the spells. Like a minor only has a 10-foot radius. The greater has a 30-foot area, and major has a 100-foot radius. So 200 feet.
So we'd have to already be there.
No, you can. So from where you're at, you can scry up to 1,000 miles away. But in that 1,000 miles away, you can only visually see a 200-foot diameter area that you're looking down on. It's not like you're in a plane and looking down, right? It's allows you. It's a detailed version of that area.
It's not Google Earth.
It's not Google
I was gonna say
Earth.
it's like Google. I was gonna say it's not Google Earth. It's Google Maps where you have the street view and it's just that one picture of the house. That's what picture it is.
I just think it would be a little bit smarter to have both of us know the terrain.
I will allow you to ritually cast it, but where are you going to look at?
That will be decided.
Google Kralis. Yes. Google Kralis.
I need to rewrite Ohote's spells and put them up as canon. The time stuff. I need to redo that. But so if someone wants to take the scrying and go to like and create a Google Earth version of it within things, we can definitely talk about it. Kralis Earth. There you go. Kralis Google.
It's different planets.
Yeah, let's just hardcore drift this campaign into the business world and start businesses.
I just saw the perfect video. I think Talara sent it to me.
Oh, I noticed.
Or someone else sent it to me. Everybody learned the find familiar spell. Went to a town with a bunch of pets, made a petting zoo. Every time they petted the animals, they casted guidance on them so they felt better. So people wanted to go back, because it became a whole thing and everything. They went from town to town doing that until they kidnapped the animals, and then the town went into a frenzy, wondering what happened. The town paid the ransom note to get the animals back. So then they got more money, and somehow they ended up becoming a cult because of all of that. And then all those who realized that they were just casting guidance and doing very bad things, they put everybody who resisted in a pocket dimension inside of a crystal so that they could get rid of them and keep them quiet. And yeah, I think we should do that.
Ethical business practices.
I think VAR would have a personal thing against that. Just
You think VAR would have a problem with it?
yeah, I
VAR would
think
try to morally run the company. And
VAR's gonna
everybody
go
else
into
would
the
be like,
crystal.
no, we can't be nice.
Heck, even Ellen might have an issue with that one.
Wait, no, VAR trusts us. I'll just say that they don't have any ID.
Boom, gets
They
them every
don't have
time.
any ID, so you forcibly imprison them. You solve a crime with a crime. Where's your
It
ID?
worked. Hey, it worked for Dexter.
Hey, what is arresting if not legal kidnapping?
Ah,
That's
but see,
true.
it's legal.
so.
Wrongful imprisonment
I sent
is
you guys
not.
a map of Azar. This is the only map that I have of it because I've never gone in depth. So you would have to pick a spot where you would want to kind of zoom in. Now, understand that from the furthest tip on the right-hand side to the furthest tip on the left side is approximately 4,000 miles.
only need 4 successes.
That's not what I'm saying. Is it's 4,000? No, you can't view the whole thing.
Well, not view the like. I'm not saying view the just have the option of anywhere.
Anywhere, right? I mean, so it's 4,000. It's 4,000. It's 4,000 by 4. It's 4,000 by like 6,000 miles, right? 4,000 miles wide, 6,000 miles long. So you would have to tell me about where you want and what you're looking for. And again, I don't know what it is you're looking for, and I don't. You guys haven't sat down and done any looking into it. You just got on the boat and said, "We're going that direction." Wait, what are we going for? I don't know, but it's in that direction. You know where it is? No, it's that direction though.
That way.
That way.
We go that way.
The name of it.
All you know is you're looking for the Rav Magan.
Yes, the Rav Magan. We know what it is because we asked that mad.
Right, you know what it is. There is no it. It's you know exactly what it is. But where is it?
As I'm heading back from the ship, I'm going to go to the log. Is Var and Sirith still in there?
At the tavern or at the log? I think Var and Sirith are still there. They're the only two that didn't say they were doing something. I know we've jokingly said that Var's like going down and writing down all the names of the ships because they're illegal. Why are they pirates? Well, you didn't say you were actually doing that. It was kind of a joke.
I was not joking. I am actually doing that.
You're actually going through the harbor and writing down the names of all the ships.
Well, I'm looking at the ships for 2 reasons. 1, we need a ship.
Okay.
And 2, I'm also going to be like, that's not up to code. And if I can take down a name that's not up to code, I will. But I'm mostly scoping out the ships that
So
we possibly rent.
here's my question then.
Cop borderline.
So here's the
Yes.
question I have for you. How do you know what is or is not up to code?
I can roll a law.
Roll.
You think Var didn't sit down and read code books for fun?
Oh my gosh. But yeah,
That's like one of
it's
their
not like you're
biggest
sitting there and reading down whether there's not like a
Yes,
standardized shipbuilding manual that people
No, but there's regulations like on travel.
You're
and stuff.
assuming there's regulations on travel and stuff.
Okay, that's true. Within your universe, I am assuming and hoping that there's regulations.
Bold of you to assume.
Both of you to assume.
There's not. You can just do whatever. You don't need a license. You don't need like hull integrity and stuff. You could just go.
Well, no. So I mean, I've never had anybody question me on that. Like, is there an OSHA?
Var will
Yeah,
go through and
basically.
background check
Or, like,
every
basically,
crewmate
like-
if he has to.
like a body of-
Bar's creating the Kralis OSHA. Small group of individuals that go around and check all the specs. Like, look, that doesn't make sense. I don't care if it's magic. It doesn't make sense. Why is that there? It's magic. No.
The sense
That's
is
not
whatever.
safe, sir. There's going
Exactly.
to be a lawsuit.
It's the safety. Because I'm going through and I'm looking at maybe we can rent one of these ships or maybe there's a captain that's willing to take us. If I see like there's no registration, there's no sticker that says like, oh, registered by the Board of Omniversal Water Law, whatever. Usually there's a boating association in Canada. You have to get your license first. Your ship has to have a label. You have to show your license to the water police if they pull you over. I'm looking for those things when I'm assessing for is the ship good for us to go on? And if it's not, well,
really, really badass campaign.
This is not what GM was ready for tonight.
Like,
if
usually
it's
there's
not,
mosquitoes, but
I'm
no,
not gonna
it's
like
I'm
start shit, but I will write it down.
So I can imagine this, right? Imagine this. Var's walking through this harbor of known mercenaries and pirates and those kind of things, writes a note, writes down their name, then writes, at the bottom of their paper, they write, their name, what they're missing and stuff like that, and rips it off and goes up to a captain and says, "Here, I am giving you this ticket." And they take it, and the captain
It's
looks
my
at you,
ticket.
looks at the piece of paper, looks at you, and goes,
Rips it up. I want to specify it's not a ticket. It's for my own information in case they ever come to Sadaka, because I don't have any authority here. What I might do at most is like warn them, like, oh, by the way, this is definitely not up to code.
You ever
If
come
you
to
throw
my
up into
country?
Sadaka-
"You ever come to my country?"
buddy.
If
I'm
you come
looking
to
you up,
Slammer for you,
bitches.
buddy.
If you
Why do
come
you
to
know what
I
it
have
is?
Sadaka,
a chart, a little
I would
black book, I'm
enforce
sending
this
to my
law, but I
government.
cannot enforce the law here. So I'm
This
gonna
is
give
Nash
you.
showing up to Florida being like,
Sail that boat over. Sail that boat
what
over.
do you
I don't
mean you
know.
were all
I dare
smoking
you.
crack at a gas station? That's illegal.
No,
don't
I
know,
don't
I
have
have
any
to-
authority, but I will tell Canada that when you visit us, they should arrest
What
you.
are you doing? You're so
I
weird
just
right
have
now.
this image of like Var actually going up to one of them and letting them know that they're wrong. And they're just
They
so
might,
shocked
if
that
if
somebody
someone's there,
actually
like asking
said
them, they
something
would say
that
something.
they just probably like
but-
give in and be like what? And you're just like, yeah, you're wrong. You're gonna pay for this. And they're just like, I've killed hundreds of
What?
people in this.
Right?
This-
Okay? And
Yeah,
they-
you
they
know what
just
else has
go
killed
with it, like,
hundreds
they
of
don't know what to
people?
do.
Unregulated ships.
So, someone's about to get.
Do you know
in
how
their
many
ship and
deaths could be
Var's like, "Wait,
attributed
don't
to
go there."
marine
So
improper
I will
handling?
take this back. I will take this back. If I'm not taking it back. If you were in Dardura Shiva or any of the city states or those that would have like particular laws or those kind of things like Sultania, Sultan, Dardura Shiva, Shadehak, probably any of the Southern Realm kingdoms, like the Kingdom of Rasha and all those. There are regulatory organizations that they don't so much regulate if a vehicle is safe. They more or less, are you a registered company that pays its taxes, that pays its docking fees and all those other things to be able to fly in and out of our airspace, land anywhere in there, use our harbor, those kind of things. Those things do exist. It's like all Pirates of the Caribbean, like, sir, that will be 6 pence for you to, and like that, and they register and all that other stuff in your name, John. Okay, wait, what? Those things exist.
Say you to 10 gold, and then we forget the name.
Right, exactly. So I give you 10 gold and you forget it, right?
When a manufacturing company makes the ship, how do they decide when to send it out?
When they
Is there
feel
any
that
standard?
there
What
is a
happens
stand,
if
but
they just mess it up?
they're gonna make me write a whole. They're gonna.
Manufacturing today?
process.
This is not what I
No,
was
because
expecting.
it's impossible. Because then what? Who holds the manufacturing companies liable? If there's no
You're-
regulatory office, they could just send them out. They can send out the piece
What
of
if the
garbage.
What if the manufacturing companies are using magic, so there's no people there and there's no danger?
Well, then it meets a standard of safety,
Are you sure about
which
that?
was
Everything's
set.
Everything's
Have you-
automated.
Have you seen my magic?
No.
But then we create
Who
the
assures
problem of
that
magic
ships
taking away
and things that are
jobs.
made meets a standard of safety for the
I'm
people of
pretty sure no
Kralis?
ship can survive being gravity dropped.
First off, that is not a regular occurrence. You didn't have to
It is
bring that
not.
up.
The ship was fine.
Same
We were
thing with a
not.
car. It can't survive rolling off a cliff. That's not the point.
Thanks for joining us
Wow.
tonight.
Do
I'm
you
gonna just
still
walk
want me
away
in
and let them
campaign
kind
two?
of have an argument about OSHA rights and corporations and all that other fun stuff that I on a daily basis try to ignore because it's way too complicated for me. Second, I
Harshest self burn I've ever heard in my life. Now, okay. You need to
Yeah.
go, like, apply some aloe vera because, like, holy shit.
oh
You know what I mean. They're just looking at the safety of the ships and judging based on like a code. that would hold the ships to safety.
So that's fine. That's fine. According to the code that you would actually have, that would be kind of what maybe you learned in Sadehawk. Most of the ships kind of, I mean, they look like they're capable of doing it. There are a couple that you kind of like sneer your nose at. Like, I wouldn't get on that. I might put my worst enemy on that, but it's not going to survive very long out on these ocean seas. And there are other ships that are like, wow, that's really well built, I think. Because I don't really understand maritime and shipbuilding. But it looks safe.
Wow, would you look
It's
at
cool.
that?
You're in a
What-
landlocked state.
Yeah, you are landlocked, right? I mean, but like I said, there are cities like now I'm gonna have to make the rules for this because I'm gonna run across players that are gonna be like, nah, it's like, hey, do you have a regulatory system? Fuck.
No, I think you won't.
Of all
I
the
think
things, of all the things that I've written
Nobody in the
about,
world quite
of
like Naz.
all the things I've written about in Kralis as core rules, in Legends of Kralis as core rules, the one rule I did not think to ever cross my mind is safety regulations on the building of ships.
Roleplay OSHA violations, please.
You were going to recommend someone, another group, to watch our clips, so they know what's going on. And like 4 or 5 sessions in, they're gonna already have caught up to Naz and everything, and then you're just gonna get asked. So we're in this hotel, but is the fire escape regulated? Like,
See, but they did look at the fire escapes in Garzox because they thought they were not up to code.
Oh my god!
So
I don't think it's
And you did say anything then.
about a fire escape because a lot of them ended up on fire, and we just ended up leaving through the normal exit.
So clearly they're not up to code if they were struggling to escape.
We're gonna have another campaign. We're gonna do campaign 2, and it's gonna. And Born Stellar, I think you're right. It's Legends of OSHA.
Legends of OSHA.
No,
A
this
small
is just
group of
our-
intrepid adventurers goes around from city to city, making sure that everything's up to code.
That would be so cute. It would be very funny, but I don't.
oh, can we have a Willy Wonka scene in it? Where
Oh
someone
yeah.
my god, flying elevator.
and we'll be in a world of OSHA violation.
World of OSHA violations.
We're all losing our shit the entire time. Everything is super nice. Everybody in the world is great. We're all like, would you look at that fucking violation? Oh my god.
Right?
Oh my god.
So Naz, to get to your point, oh my gosh, there are ships that look like they are better well built than other ships. Some look really, really well maintained, while others are dubious at best. There are maybe 20 ships here. While you're out at the harbor, one ship pulls in. It looks like it's listing its bottom left corner. Its port. Is it aft? Yeah, port aft portion has been ripped open, so you can see inside the decks.
Oh.
It's a fairly long ship. It's approximately 125 feet long, maybe 40 feet wide. It's definitely a large galleon-like ship. Its mast is half broken. There's some sort of gas coming out the back end.
Does it look like it just came back from Azar?
It came back. Well, so it came back from that side of the world. Whether it made it to it or it got attacked halfway
Yeah.
and turned around, you don't know.
Okay.
But
I'm
give me
assuming-
a straight up perception check. Forklift boss fight.
I'd pay good money to see a forklift fight.
You'll never. I think. Listen.
You while you're kind of like standing there watching this huge ship kind of limp its way into port. It's surrounded by a couple of other smaller boats where they're kind of like tugboats in a sense, right? Trying to help it move in. You notice that the portion that's missing looks like it was ripped off. And you notice there is a yellowish white beam, if you could call it a beam, that's about, at the end of it, it's maybe 3 feet across, but the very tip of it that's stuck inside the ship looks like it comes down to about 18 inches in diameter.
So
And it's kind of curved. You know, like a cat's claw kind of curve?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's how in the ship?
It's like dug into the ship, like it looks like it's,
Like a claw.
like the claw got ripped out of the got ripped out of the thing, and it's maybe 12 feet long.
Oh,
It's maybe
I'm
12 feet
so-
long and shaped like a claw.
Okay.
But the end that you're seeing that's sticking out is about 3 feet in diameter, while the portion that's kind of like looks like it's stuck inside the ship is about 18 inches of diameter as you see it disappear into the ship.
Okay. So they can jump out at the sky, but they can also just get your ship.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we established that last session, that stay out of the air and get to the land as quickly as possible. And then try to stay quiet. But you haven't been there yet, so.
Okay. I'll write everything down.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think I can't deduce anything from the creature just by its claw, except it's big.
It's colossal in size, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or mega. It's either colossa or mega in size. And mega, for your guys' understanding, starts at about 250 feet by 250 feet in the shape and size.
That's big.
Starts at that size.
Big boys.
Yes.
And they're still pulling in.
Say again. Well, I mean, yeah, it's taking them a little while. I mean, it's half.
Yeah, the ship is half sunk.
You know, how it made it this far is what's the incredible portion of it,
How dare they slack off?
right?
So much food
Okay,
taken
well, can I
regulated.
see if there's anything I can do to help them in? I don't think I can from this point, but like if they needed like help walking off or anything when they get there.
They're still a good 100 yards out, right? As
Okay.
as they're trying to maneuver it and trying to keep it from completely sinking. You do notice that for a ship this size, there should probably be maybe 10, maybe 15 sailors and crew on board. There's only 3. And they look visibly shaken. Except for one of the 3. Still shaken, but not as badly as the other 2.
Okay. Do they look injured?
No, like they've kind of gone insane.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Oh no.
that's familiar.
Nothing I can do for that. I got a
Neither.
priest that may help you.
At this
My
point.
good buddy, the priest.
At this point, it's going to require healing, psychological, medical, clerical, what have you.
Yeah. I might just like depending on how long it takes them to pull in, I might just wait for them to pull in and kind of try and help them to I don't know, the temple, I guess, of the law. They might be able to help them.
Okay, sure. It takes about 20 minutes for them to finally get to a point where the ship kind of gets up to a dock, and once the other ships kind of pull back, the back end just literally just sinks into the shallowness of this water. Even though it's about 10 or 15 feet deep, the back end just kind of sinks, lifting the front end up just enough. There are a couple of other individuals there that are there to help, but they realize that there's only 3. The one that seems to be the less traumatized one definitely appears or is the captain of the ship. There begins, a lot of whispering. I can't say whispering. It's more of a. They begin talking about what occurred, and the captain describes how they got within 150 yards of the one portion of the shore of Azar, and this creature that they'd never seen before had bursts out of the jungle near the shore and races out. It was maybe 270 feet long by 30 feet tall, razor-like claws, and it went to attack the ship. And just as they turned, as they were able to turn, this thing got up into the water, and it grabbed the ship. And as the ship was starting to pull away, because the ship is also powered by some Dokal crystal engines that helped pull it away, it pulled that out, that engine, which was in the back, and they kind of made their way out. And as they all kind of talk, they're counting the blessings of Allah that the barrier exists. Otherwise, the rest of the world wouldn't know what to do with these creatures that live in Azar.
If the captain doesn't look like too upset, can I ask him? I'd ask him if the creature looked like it was targeting the engine.
He kind of stops and looks at you and goes, "They always target the engines if they come out that far. It's what they feed off of."
The crystals?
Yes, and the energies that they provide.
Good to know.
We were in he kind of stops and he scratches his chin, and another person asks, about where were you? And we were in our turning phase to drop the smaller boats to paddle in when that thing came out of the jungle. Lucky there was just one of them.
And you've never seen one of them before.
You're not there, Ellen.
Yeah, here.
Suddenly Ellen's here. Hi, Ellen.
You're right, he's not. Look at that.
Ellen.
I got mixed up as to
You
where
get here.
I was.
Crazy.
Hi.
No,
Small world.
it's just a random Taja who's there. He's considering being an adventurer. He's trying to get the lay of the land. His name is Bellin. Just some random guy.
So Bellin, some random
No
Asia
relation
Bellin.
whatsoever.
Says this, and the captain looks. They're always different. I mean, that's kind of looks at you, then looks at Var, looks back at Bellin, and is just confused at. Have you
Bellin's
never been to
kidding.
Azar before? Either of you? You sound naive and rather. Oh, I don't mean to be insulting, but stupid about your knowledge of Azar. One guy comes out and says, "Ignore them, Captain. Ignore them. They're new. They're new arrivals to the port." He's like, and they kind of make their way down the docks onto the mainland and headed towards one of the Temple of Alal.
Okay, bye.
Ellen goes, I'm heading back to Lithia, and he leaves.
Bellin never became an adventurer.
Yeah, Bellin never becomes an adventurer. She's like,
No
no.
one heard about Azar, and he said, "All right, I'll keep being a carpenter."
Yeah.
Yep. You know what? I'm gonna get into the safety regulation business.
Great
Yes.
idea for a company for a.
Yeah, maybe we can make these boats stronger, faster, better to avoid whatever's out there. You know what? I think what I
90%
should
of
do,
crew dying on
what I should do,
voyages.
you eventually, at some point later down the road, perhaps you hear of Bellin's Law. And Bellin's Law is this regulatory group that works to keep people from ever going to Azar.
Okay.
Oh,
Well-
they're like the anti-tourist industry.
Right.
Everyone stay in your homes. No one go outside.
No
It's
one
dangerous out
leave.
there.
I think I'm gonna go to Azar today. You said you're gonna go where?
Where?
They're-
I don't think so.
Bellin shows up at your
Town
door.
Buddy, we have this great place down at the station. You can stay there for the rest of your life.
Town criers of like
It's
the
got
world is
these
ending,
soft
you go to
walls, we keep you safe. And we've got this great jacket. It's a great white jacket. It's like you're hugging yourself all the
Azar.
time.
Give a hug.
You're gonna hug yourself all the time.
We
They
got
get
you.
you some really cool socks with little grippies at the end of it. It's great.
Right. It's just so in case you decide to walk around, you don't slip and fall. All right. Anything else you want to do, Var? I love that role playing. Thank you so much. I'm gonna give you 1,500 merit for that.
Oh, we're
I'll
just
go-
now married mid-session.
I'm just gonna go back to I've gathered my very important information given that I have 2 of those right on me. And I will go back to the game.
All right, Sierra. Anything you want to do other than create a wishing stone?
You know what I could do?
How many potions do we have?
I don't know. That's going to be a conversation Ohote's
Well,
going to be able to answer.
I think it's
Don't we
been
have, like,
too long
14?
since I've combined a couple of potions.
I thought it was combined. I'm pretty sure you identified 12 of them. Me and Var bought like 6 more each.
I have to pull up the rules for combining. It's been so long.
I have 2.
But the
I
ones that
have
you
2 on
bought
my
were
phone.
mostly healing potions, though, were they not?
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what they are. I can combine them into something random.
Yeah, I know the last.
All right, so Bajra, you haven't DM'd me or anything lately, so I figure you're done.
We're good.
Okay. Ellen, is there
I have
anything that
what
you
I
want to
need.
do?
Tell me what it is.
Yes.
No.
I have been working on this the entire
No.
time.
Refusal.
Okay, so
That's
Ellen would
trouble.
like to go shopping for some
Yes?
items.
You can
Made
go shopping
okay,
every
so
stop.
he wants to get 2 swords. One that is silver, the other made of cold iron. I was looking through what the prices for them all are.
And you
gonna
wanna
go
get-
fight the Fae?
You want to get what made out of those?
2 falchions. They're small sidearm swords.
Oh, falchions. You want one made out of
Falchions.
so it's not really made out of silver as it is so much a silver inlay,
Silver.
right? Because if it was made out of silver, it would go
Here.
right. It's silver coated.
So,
And the other one is
silver
cold
doesn't
iron.
Make off the item. Yeah,
Do you have a price on that, or do you want me to look it up?
I do. Cold iron's price is 5 times the base item cost. And then silver is 2 times the base item cost. I can afford both.
All right, so 500 and so 700 silver pieces.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
And
Works for
then-
me.
And then I also wanted to get some more ammo. $100 worth of lead bullets. Which is 100 bullets. Actually, I could do 200. See, I should do 200 because I need the more the merrier. And then I was curious, can you get silvered bullets?
Again, they would be like dipped in silver more than they would be made out of silver. Absolutely.
Right. Perfect. I'll get 100 of those, which would be 200 more silver pieces.
Okay, understand
all-
that 100 rounds of silver bullets isn't like nothing.
Right?
What do you mean?
He means in price.
No, I'm talking in weight.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go off of some basic stuff here. You know, I thought it'd be much worse than that. Oh, it's really not that bad. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I was gonna
it's
say because I've gone
yeah.
hunting and we carry like 500 rounds with us when we go, and those are shotgun shells.
Right. Yeah.
Those are
No.
heavier.
Yeah, I'll say it's like 4 pounds
Yeah.
because of the silver. And silver's a little heavier than normal, right? So yeah, we'll say about 4 pounds.
All right.
See, this is how much of someone I don't use firearms in my life. I always thought those things weighed more. I can carry I work with swords more than I do firearms. Because you will run out of ammo long before I run out of swinging my weapon at you. Unless, of course, you hit me. Then if you hit
Never
me...
run out of swing swung.
Right.
The only
And I
thing
can...
sword loses is the zombie apocalypse.
No, not even then. It doesn't lose.
Yeah, it gets stuck in the bone. You don't want to get stuck in the bone while you're mid.
Have you not seen my claymore?
No, I have not seen your claymore, but I feel like it's also a little bit unwieldy to be wielding a claymore in a zombie apocalypse. Not
No,
gonna
I
Also
can
depends
actually...
on how far the decomposition process has gotten.
And I can
Otherwise,
actually
very
wield
True.
it single-handedly, so...
But yeah, you big guy.
Yeah.
I could not do that.
Understand just for historical...
It only lasts like 2 years tops.
Right, it's only going to last for a couple of years. But historically, claymores were used once and drop weapon, and they were used by, from what I understand, historically by the Scots in front, to lay into the onslaught of cavalry, and they would use them to cut through the horse, up through the neck, and into the rider, and drop them, and then pull their broadswords. That was the only purpose of them.
I'll stick with my bows, thank you.
Right. So yes, Ellen, you can definitely get 100 rounds of silver ammunition if you like.
All right, happily. So that is going to be a grand total of 1,100 silver pieces, which I will subtract accordingly. And I am ready to go adventuring.
Right. Anybody else want to do anything else before the sun sets on this tropical island and in the far distance as it sets below the high peaks of the lands of Azar? Anybody else want to do anything?
Can I do a couple alchemia discoveries? I'm supposed to do one every 2 ranks after I took alchemia, which I took alchemia at like rank 5. So
Look! There's only so much you can do. You're trying to do 20 ranks worth of stuff in the sessions that you're here. Right,
I
that's...
just want to get
happens-
chameleon and explosive gel, okay? I just want to be able to hide and Batman destroy walls.
There.
Fair.
This
Alright,
is what
so,
happens
Chameleon.
when Xerith misses like so many sessions.
Alright, so just, you know what we'll do is this.
Builds up.
Come on, yeah, discoveries. They take about a day per success in the required creation. You know what? Because you know you have missed a lot of sessions. I'm gonna say you already have 3 chameleons on you and 4 explosive gels.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'll even
We're gonna
grant
plan our
you.
way
I
in
will
somewhere.
even grant you 1 mutagen and 3 healing infusions. And what the fuck not? 1 infusion energy.
Infusion energy? Energy infusion.
Energy infusion.
I know there's something I want to do.
That's true, Bornstar. I mean, that's probably very true. But I don't think Fedra would. I don't think there would be enough people to actually do Fedra. So you would have to literally have to deal with it yourself. It's kind of like chasing off a cat or a coyote. And in my case, bobcats.
Oh,
It was 3 of the healing.
3 of the healing. Yep.
My inventory. Why did I write my equipment like that? What was wrong with me?
The day comes to an end. The next morning, you guys stay at the. You guys can get residence at the log. They charge you 1,000 silver pieces per night.
Damn, for all of us or like per person?
Per person.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna go sleep on a ship.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep on the ship. Fuck this shit.
Oh yeah, that's true. We can do
There you go, sleep on the ship. All right.
that.
Yeah.
Fuck
That's
that
a good idea.
noise.
Put everybody to
fuck?
sleep and give everybody a +5 to their skills on the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, our
Because-
priest sleep.
Priestly sleep.
We got
Um,
priestly sleep.
So
Got a
I
Bedtime.
forgot I can do that, man.
I haven't forgot. It's
You're all
just
going
every
to
time
bed?
I
Alright,
try
good
to
night,
do it,
guys.
you guys are like, "No, we're good."
We all need to go around and get our goodnight kisses from Sirith.
The next morning, there is a envelope sitting on the ramp addressed to Bajra. Let's do this.
Oh.
Let's see who randomly gets up before Bajra to get it. Roll me charisma checks. Whoever beats Bajra in the charisma TSs gets it first.
Okay.
For
Check
beats
at it.
Bajra. So Bajra's.
Good luck.
Ooh,
Uh,
Oh.
Yeah,
Bajra.
well,
Well,
too.
Spirit's
Not gonna be
got
me.
that
Crazy.
charisma.
Looks like
Wow.
Ellen so far.
Wow.
Really?
Ooh,
I'm
Sirith.
the only one. I'm very tired apparently.
Var was.
But all the
Did you
time
roll
doing
the 11?
identifying.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I rolled a 58.
Yeah,
8
58.
successes.
All right, so Sirith's got 8. Var, you've got what? 4? 3?
No. Cat. 4.
4. Ahote obviously blew it. Bajra, I think, blew it. So, Sirith, you get up early in the
No,
morning.
Bajra got 2, thank you.
Bajra blew it.
Hey, I got
Um,
more than
oh.
Bajra. I got 4.
Actually, I got one.
Sirith has got 8. So, that morning, you kind of get up
That's so
before
funny.
everybody wakes up from their ambient sleep.
I put
And-
everybody to sleep and I still.
Yeah, he just knocked us all out.
Gets up and you see this envelope. It's kind of like a manila size, right? And it says Bajra Volcan on it.
Well, Sirith is not a felon. He would not read somebody else's mail.
Good on
So
you. It's a
he's
real
gonna
one.
pick that up and go in and wake up Bajra.
No, give it to her brother.
He's also not he's not gonna conspire to commit a crime. Okay, he's not a felon. We just
Let's
wanna-
go. I miss my
These-
good buddy.
Listen, we have the good boy duo, we have the criminal duo, and then we have our granddad.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Just trying to keep all his kids in line.
And
Hey, Bajra, you
yeah.
got a package.
Mm. Oh shit! Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. Gotta remember to put on pants. Hold on. All right.
I
What's up?
thought you meant like in real life. I did not know you were role playing this then. I was like, I hope she knows she's not muted. Wait,
That's what you call actoring.
you mean acting?
No,
Yep.
professional actoring.
Professional actoring. What's up, Zero?
Hey, you got this was on the ramp.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm gonna take it. It's mine now.
Do you open
I'll
it there?
read it.
Right there?
Yep.
He opens it. There's a letter in there. And it basically says it gives you time and location.
Perfect.
What the fuck have you been up to?
Oh, good morning, Guard.
Oh, that was not far. That was Naz.
So
The
what's
fourth
that?
wall unzip.
I have an appointment.
Skepticism.
Okay.
That is weird. An appointment on a random island we've never been to.
Pretty weird.
Weird. Dude.
Oh damn.
That is 9 successes.
Forget it. Combine Scry on Bajra.
Combined scry on Bajra. That is only 7 of my convince. She's going to go meet somebody.
She's going to meet somebody.
What's this appointment for?
I was going to help us out. I'm going to see if I can get some intel. Y'all, that's what y'all were doing. I know not to approach people in a group whenever you're dealing in, like, a place as seedy as this. So I did my own shit.
Okay.
So I have a time and a place. I'm going to go meet somebody and see what I can go gather.
I have to ask, is anybody going to go with her or just let her go by herself?
So I didn't think we were all awake yet.
Var, I don't know. I don't know who's awake yet. I guess Hote would be awake. Maybe, I don't know. Sierra's definitely awake. Bajra's definitely awake. So I guess the only one that would actually
having his drippy eggs.
Ellen might be dreaming of his
Drippy
drippy eggs. He's not there right now, so
he's dreaming of
we're
drippy
just
eggs.
gonna say that Bajra, you're the only one up besides Var, besides Sirith at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, be careful. Don't do anything stupid, please. For the love of God, don't make any dumb deals.
Peace of God, please just don't do anything stupid.
You gotta remember
do
who
it.
you're talking to. I've never done anything stupid ever.
So you make your way into from the ship into from the landing ports, right? There's a couple of other ships there that are airships, and you're really the only void ship there. You go into Port Valis. You make your way to the last dock in the harbor, and there is standing Lady Alara Stormweaver, kind of looking at you. She's got her arms. She's kind of got her arms. She's wearing like a Camino kind of like outfit. Her arms are in the sleeves, and she's looking at you. And she just kind of waits for you to approach within talking distance. She goes,
What are you doing?
she looks at you. She goes, well, I'm confused. Why have you come to Valis, Bajra? You're wanted, right? In many places. Not to say that I would turn you in, but there are people here that would gladly turn you in for the bounty.
I figured, among other criminals, I figured I might be small news.
A bounty your size?
What's it gotten to now?
It's about 100,000 silver pieces.
Yep, it's more of what I expected.
How can I be of assistance?
We need a ship to Azar.
Most people do. There are plenty that you can hire.
Well, we need something top dollar. Something can get us in and get us out.
I think you're mistaken. Most ships only take you. You have to have another ship come get you. Very, very few ships are able to hang around long enough for you to explore whatever you're going after.
Well, that's to be expected. I mean, I don't even know how long we're going to be there.
So you're asking someone to take you to Azar and then someone else to pick you up at some other point. And you want a top dollar ship, presumably one that's very fast, so you can avoid the guardians that are on the edge of the perimeters. Fast, smaller ships to get you to the shore, and then to hire someone to come get you when you're ready in an attempt to get past the guardians of the barrier or the veil. And top dollar on both. Do you have a guide yet?
The others are working on it.
There are a number of captains that are able to do that with their ships. They're going to cost you anywhere from 15 to 20,000 silver pieces to rent.
See, that's where the favor comes in.
What favor could you give to me?
What do you want?
What do I want?
We got plenty of other people asking for requests.
She sits back for a second. She goes, the Raven's Claw.
Not for sale. Unfortunately, it's not mine to give.
Well, that'd be the only thing that would interest me on your... She kind of tilts her head and gives you that New York look of... That's really all the interest I'd have.
No task, no job, no treasure off the island.
You're assuming you make it back off the island. Fair. Fine. There is a singular gem in what is known as the Caverns of Kralis. Retrieve it and bring it back to me. But until then, it's going to be $15,000 to $20,000, 20,000 silver pieces for you to rent the ship.
I'm already treasure hunting. What's another treasure? Now, if I get you this gem, this is getting the ship.
You don't understand. No one's going to risk their ship on the fact that you have made a promise to try to find the gem that I'm requesting, and I won't give you a ship without, shall we say, a down payment of 15,000 to 20,000 silver pieces.
I can give you 10 now.
Convince check.
Let's go.
You get a +5 to it.
This is true. Eight.
You got 8 successes?
8 successes.
Well,
11.
she's going to roll and negotiate. A roll.
Damn. It's almost a 95.
12 successes.
What do I roll against that?
You would
My own
roll
haggle?
either a haggle or another convince.
Okay, I don't have anything in Haggle. I will roll convince. Oh, fuck yeah.
Did you meet or beat 12?
I got 12.
11, then.
11.
You notice almost as the moment you say that, there is a instant magical essence that kind of connects you to that. You're as good as your word then, Bajra. These men will make sure you bring it to me, or at least pay them and they'll bring it to me. And out of these shadows, not really even shadows, almost like shifting between the planes, are these two individuals. They are, their faces are they have a humanoid face, but they are very, what's the best way to do this? Let me see if I can. They're not distorted. The description of them. They're about 6 feet in height, about 150 pounds. They look like emaciated humans, or even Tajahu. They have a rough, harsh skin that has a green-blue tinge to it. They have elongated faces with no nose, wide mouths, and almond-shaped eyes. These two particular ones are a pale green in color. They are dressed in glistening mail armor, and they both carry with them very expensive-looking Unzuku swords.
Respect. Mine's cooler.
She was once they have the 11,000 in hand, we can leave at any moment. Oh, and you're gonna want porters as well. You should find those at the log. I mean, you are aware of the fact that magic doesn't work in Azar.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to need people to carry things for you. I would highly suggest hiring 5. One for each of you.
You've done your research. I can respect that.
You've come to my island. I rule here like a queen.
And that's why I wanted to do business with you.
Fair.
You have a beautiful ship, by the way.
She is one of my pride and joys.
I'm sure.
Oh, you won't be taking her, by the way.
Oh, I wasn't expecting it. She's...
I have a much smaller, faster vessel that will be able to get you there. And with any luck, avoid the Veil Guardians. But luck on Azar is rare.
Well, I knew you were the person to ask. So I thank you.
If our business is concluded...
I look forward to seeing you again.
Very well. She turns and walks and then just fades into nothingness. As she walks down the dock. It's like she fades as she walks. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. She fades away.
I'm gonna look to the 2 that are still with me.
Yes.
I'm gonna drop 11K on the table. Or wherever we were sitting.
No, you were just standing there. You hand it to them?
I'm gonna hand it over to him.
The one that you handed to opens the bag, looks, nods to the other one, and as in the same way that they entered, they leave. The best description you've ever had is when Sierra plane shifted you. They just...
Now, how will I know which ship to take is ours? And I should probably get like a missive. should get like an invoice or like
Right, an
confirmation
invoice.
code.
Email confirmation code. Your ship will be ready by 10.
Confirmation code.
She'll have a sparrow show up 20 minutes before we're supposed to be on the ship. Saying,
Yeah, or like a QR code or something at least.
Right, small sparrow appears. That concludes your business. It's still early in the morning. It's 8 a.m. Ellen's probably just waking up now, getting ready to eat their drippy eggs. Var is probably already up and polishing and armor or what have you. And Ahote is probably still sound asleep.
Yeah, that tracks.
That tracks. Did I get something to like show like the dockhand to be like, hey, we got permission from Lady to be
No.
like, we're taking this.
No.
Well, shit. Well, fuck, I need something. Maybe in all of her ghostly, mysterious ways, I will just show up and to be like, she said we could take one. We got her permission.
in.
Oh, here's hoping. All right, I'm gonna go back to the Ravens Club.
Okay. Sirith, anything you want to do?
I'll mix a couple potions.
You're gonna make me pull out.
Couple
You're gonna make me
art
pull out the rulebook, aren't you?
Yes.
Hey,
Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
There are no more items to be identified, so I'm going to make items to be identified.
I'm gonna make items to identify. The great thing is I can identify them without identify because they're alchemy potions.
You just know.
I mean, actually, no, that's real good that you just know. Now, no more surprises. What? Oh, okay. Okay, I just read that wrong. The cat's safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just read it.
Is now.
That's not the way that reads. It reads, she ran the cat over.
That's what I read, and I was like,
Now that she brought the cat over, she ran the cat over and dropped him in our garage for safekeeping.
and then I had to reread. It was like, oh, she ran the cat over.
not like
Edited.
there you go. Brought the that's proper word.
All right, Sirith, we're going to need 3 rolls here. First one is going to be, I need you to roll to determine which potion you're going to be using, which 2 you're going to be using. So give me a D100 roll, straight up.
52.
And another one.
Seven.
You take the two potions of one potion of alter sight and the other one of fire breathing, and you combine them and roll a D100.
Wait,
Alter
90.
sight and fire breathing?
you said
You
we
could-
can either have clear
We're
sight.
going to become a Cyclops. Yes.
You look fire.
When you use your fire breath, you see everything that you hit.
It's like whenever you sneeze and your eyes are forced shut, but this time they stay open. What a universe you'll see in the split second of you sneezing.
And then I'll combine 2 more, and that's it.
All right, give me a roll for the first one.
You just happen to sneeze fire.
2.
Okay.
Wait,
16.
And roll.
you need-
99.
you need
I'm rolling high on the potions, apparently.
So you take the potion of air jaunt and boost attribute, and you create
Ooh.
that.
These are pocket tools that may or may not help us later.
Price tool.
And then do me a favor. Then do me a favor on each of those rolls, just to determine their power type. Roll me a D100 for the first one.
Okay. 65.
The first one is an uncommon, and the second one is a common.
As everybody's waking up, all right, guys, I created. I think this one's a polymorph potion, and I think this one's a spider climb potion.
The one that's a spider climb has equivalent of 5 successes cast on it, used in it, and the other one, the polymorph improved, has 12 successes cast in it, used equivalent to 12.
Is Sirith really just like, see what this does?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's at the table going, all right. Oh, at least it didn't
that could've
explode.
blown up.
You know, the
Could've blown
best
up.
part about this, you weren't here yet, Var, but when I first did this, I combined 4 of the same potions and made 2 different potions, and everybody was like, what?
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 Yep.
What do you mean they don't just get bigger?
That's the guinea pig.
No, it wasn't one of the potions like super high, like
One of
Really?
them turned into a very, very, very good potion.
super powerful potion.
So funny.
I am probably gonna wake up around 9 or so. The only thing on my agenda is to go to the shop and get my cestices dipped in silver. And then I want to have them create other stuff, but like, I also want to be able to enchant that stuff, but that'll be later. I know they're not going to expect us to come back, but I want them to make it. And I'll just pay them like
No. What do you want to create? Or have them attempt to create?
I want to have them to attempt to create cestices, but created 2 of them created with red steel, and 2 of them created with Thorikar.
I
And
mean, he do got 4 hands.
and then all of those dipped in silver as well.
I think you should ignore usability and just get Dragon Bone Cestus. Just because it's cool.
Just 'cause cool.
It's pretty hard to, feel
I
good
hit
about
you,
yourself
I
after
become
you got
immune to
punched
the
in the face
damage.
with somebody who punched you with a dragon bone.
Caveat back to those potions. I feel like the fire breath and alter sight one would be really cool if every time you cast an alter sight on somebody, if you took away their sight, they burned.
Can't you cast Alter Sight permanently? Can't you I think you can permanence it, right?
I don't know if you can.
Why haven't we been permanencing spells, Hote?
I
We tangented it onto it for like 1 session and then never went back. But that's like so good.
Yep, it's a thing. Alter sight, alarm, bar passage, astral gate, breathe atmosphere,
we could have put an alarm on our box this entire
clear
time.
sight. Clear sight's there. Create atmosphere. It's another one that's good for us. Flight, glyph, which glyph has a lot of you can do, but you also need silver to be able to do so. Like more silver than normal. Levitation, light, just walking around permanently bright.
Dodge hates you.
Program message. Shapeshifter, which I think you cast it on yourself and made it permanent. Bro, why haven't I just casted understand language on all of us and made it permanent?
Yeah, because then y'all couldn't be talking shit.
Hey, Ellen
Oh,
and I
don't
still
act
could.
like you don't recall
Ellen and I
talk
still
shit.
could.
There's
Sign
no one here
language.
for me to recast talk
That's-
shit too.
You can talk,
No,
Unless-
you Vertos talk shit to everyone else.
Unless understand languages gives you like an emoji pop up for sign languages.
Penis shit happy face.
Yeah.
Or eggplant shit happy face.
I love
Play
it.
shit, happy face.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Why is there so many circles?
Why are there so many faces upside down crying? I don't get it.
What is ROFL?
All right, so do you guys have everything you want? Var, do you need anything? Ahote, they can do that. It's
Yes.
going to take them some time to do it, and it's going to cost you some silver to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I should probably not bring the freaking monster magnets.
Which
So I probably-
what your swords?
Yeah.
Don't misrepresent what I said. The Dolko crystal engines are like 5 times the size of your swords in when it comes to energy radiation.
Okay, fair enough. But would they still be attracted to them?
They're looking for bonfires.
They're looking you're like a match, and they're
Okay.
looking for bonfires, right? That's probably
Okay.
a good descriptor
So
there.
I'm
I mean,
fine.
yeah, they're looking for like
Okay, never mind then.
thermonuclear weapons, and you're like a grain of the dark dust someplace, right? I mean, impressive as you are, it'd be like that's nothing for me. Moving on. All right,
Huh.
everybody's good to go.
Yeah. Once everyone wakes up, I'm gonna show up and be like, guys, I got us a ship.
Is anyone going to mention the Dolka crystal thing? Is Var gonna mention that?
Var, that's up to Var to mention. I don't know if they're
They
going to or not.
definitely
Alright.
will. But I mean, if they also got the impression that like a small one won't make a difference, they'll like.
When I get back,
Let's just ditch the engine and row.
That's what they were doing, though. They said that.
They did that after the engine got taken, though. We can ditch the engine first.
Mm,
No,
No one's
they
around.
they were turning to set themselves to take off quickly and drop the rowing boats. It's kind of like they don't come to a stop. They kind of turn. They drop the boats. People are in the boats, and then the ship keeps moving.
see,
It's
they
kind of
need
like
to learn how to
drifting.
do it.
It's kind of like Tokyo drifting, but you're dropping off packages.
They're not doing it good enough, apparently.
No, they were doing it just fine. This thing came out of nowhere. And the sad part is you all haven't figured it out by asking. It's common for ships not to return.
I mean, yeah.
Very common for ships not to return. And for that one to return half baked the way it was, very rare.
Well, I figured. I guess we assumed that once we got told that it was rare to have gone back and came back once, let alone twice.
Yeah.
from the
I assumed that going and coming back was kind of a feat.
When I get back from the shop, I'm kind of looking at my new glistened. How much was that to have my actual successes that I have now dipped in silver?
Ellen, do you remember what the cost was for your silver dipping? Well, hello, all dirty diver. Thank you for joining us.
What the cost was? Yes, it's 2 times. Silver dipping is 2 times the cost of the normal weapon. So for 100 silver piece sword, that's 200 silver pieces.
So your cesta, which aren't really, they're not really weapons. They're more of a.
They fall under
Item.
brass knuckles or like items.
Right, but they're not a weapon. They just add bonus damage. Correct.
And I need and I need all that bonus damage.
So 15 silver pieces. So it's like 30 silver pieces per each one of your cestus for it to be silver dipped.
All right, I'll drop 120 silver pieces.
Okay. The items that you want created are going to be in the tens of thousands.
Okay.
I'm just giving an estimate. I think each item created out of red steel for melee weapons is 15,000 plus the actual creation item. So you're talking 1,500. So you're talking 3,050 plus any markup. So 5,000 to 6,000 silver pieces.
Oh, he didn't like that price. You should revise it.
I'm not going to give them 15 million silver, Lord Baron. You're the coward who doesn't open up your heroic
I thought you were talking to the cat.
This is Lord Baron has good ideas.
I was like, yes, he did say that.
I dropped so much silver in the past 2 episodes.
Well, look, they have got a lot of silver in magic items, so no, they are capable of dealing everything they need. So no.
Items to live.
But there's a possibility that your chest just implodes.
Look, assets and liquid money are 2 different things.
Oh, no, I'm not taking the chest with me. So I locked it with the skeleton key so no one else can get to it. No one else can get into it, and I can easily call it back when I need it. Just in case it's stolen. And then I'm gonna hide it in my room.
Yeah, I'm about to say, why do we need porters when we can just stash everything on the Raven's Claw?
It's not a matter of you stashing stuff. It's a matter of the fact that you need to have stuff with you. And Ahote is under the assumption that if I need it, I can call it back to me, which is casting a spell.
No, I stated that I'm getting everything that I need out of it. Everyone else has everything that they need out of it already.
Right, but Bajra's like, well, then why don't we just... They're porters. They're going to carry your food items. They're going to carry all the other stuff that you're going to need for the next few weeks that you are out there by yourselves, exploring a jungle kind of a la Skull Island. Mm. It also gives me red shirts to kill off occasionally.
Just don't hit us with the bug pit. I don't like the bug pit.
Why would they hit you with a bug pit? That's like...
Skull Island bug pit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
So for 2 cestices, it's 1,530 plus 1,500, so that's 1,560 for the ones for red steel dipped in silver. So that's...
Oh no, Lord Baron, they're gonna go fight Godzilla.
It's 3,060 for 2 of the red cestices dipped in silver. And then 2
that's the base price. There's a markup, son.
They're
the only ones here able to do it.
They have a monopoly.
I mean, they have a monopoly here, right? I mean, and there's no...
Big business is getting you on this
right,
one.
Exactly. And there's no SEC to make sure that there's no monopoly happening here.
All right.
And VAR, that would be the Securities Exchange Commission, which regulates how businesses operate within the United States, so they can't take monopolies. And there is not that here. So that's another thing that you can...
Which, considering how fast Disney is
Come after the
growing, I'd say they're
monopolization.
failing miserably.
Maybe.
Promote a free market.
Hey, it is a free market. They just happen to have the monopoly here.
Yeah, apparently you can buy cars from Amazon now, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
You can buy houses on Amazon. Small ones, but still. Uh-huh. Build your own houses.
Oh, yeah, those ones. As I get back to the ship, and I'll see that everyone's awake, and I'm like, cool. Check this out. And I'll go grab the scrolls and show them, and then let them know what I know about the island if they haven't already heard. Let them know that it's cursed, and that there's a chance that these might work. There's a chance that they might not. But if they work, then those of us who use magic specifically should be fine, as well as all of your magical items and everything that are on you. We can get more, but they're expensive. They're very expensive.
Yeah, they're 15,000 silver pieces a pop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm fresh out of silver because I bought a bow.
You
It's not like
leased
you
a
get it
boat.
back.
You didn't buy a boat. You leased a
We
boat.
leased a boat.
You get it all back at the end of this.
Ooh, we lost Bajra.
Hey, what happened?
No, we
No.
lost. Ella.
Nope, that's
Ellie.
me.
Yeah, we lost
I
Mara.
lost my camp. I can't wait for a new computer with everything pre-attached, opposed to all these wires.
Lord Baron, I hope you're proud of yourself for that one.
Oh, that's so bad.
Oh, we're being rated.
We were already rated.
Oh wait, I'm late to that.
Yeah.
You're late to that, dude. I said
I am-
Oh, I
welcome,
didn't even know.
all dirty, and you all just like didn't do anything. Like, because you're all into your own
Well,
I'm
selves.
sorry, I'm on It's Hilarious.
I'm
I know
sorry,
you
Born
are.
Stellar, but I'm not staying anywhere Fedra tells me to go. I will go full bill on this sit. I'm not, no.
You have a hard time getting that one out there, bud?
Yeah, I'm reacting to the cat or cat sitting, so. my sneezer is refusing to let me speak or work.
So you guys are good to go? Is there anything that you guys want to know that Ahote may or may not know about Azar? Same with Sirith. Yes or no before we go.
I mean, I'll relay the info that I learned as well.
the location where the cave of jewels that I need to go to.
There, she know. Yeah, you know that specifically.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
towards the center of the island,
the
about
very center of the island.
about 1,000
Fantastic.
miles in.
Great.
Oh no.
I want to go actually ask about the item now.
About what? Rav Magan?
Rav Magan.
Okay, who are you gonna go ask? You gonna go back to the Church of Magnara?
They were so nice to you last time.
I will actually. I will go back to the Church of Magnara. How big of a line is there this time?
About 10 deep. Takes you about 25, 30 minutes to get through it. Give me a charisma check to see if you end up with the same asshole. I hope
You
do.
handled him with grace, though.
I don't, because that's a 43. So that is 1, 2, 3 successes. Well, 2 numbers away from being 3 successes.
So it's 2 successes.
2.8.
It's 2 successes.
He's trying.
You come to the end of the line, and this gentleman turns and he looks at you and goes, "Oh, it's you again.
Yes.
How may the Church of Magnara be of assistance to you
By sharing
again?"
its knowledge about the item, or about a
Item? What item?
about a magical item known as
Rav Magan. You can't even say it correctly, and you want to know about it? You can't. It's
hard
Rav
to say.
Magan. It's not hard to say. Wait, you don't even speak common as a natural language, do you? That's okay, Mr. Hedge Wizard. Do you want to know about the Rav Magan?
What did you just call it?
Do you know where it could be, or the closest possible place to search for it on that island?
I actually have to think about whether I want him to know that or not. Of course I do. Anybody associated with the Church of Magnara has a good idea of where most artifacts are. Because that's what we're in the business of. Knowing things that you don't. Hedge Wizard.
You see Ahote just like his color is like slowly getting darker and darker. Are you going to tell me?
Are you going to pay for the information, or do you want it for free?
I would prefer the information for free.
Well, too bad. It'll cost you 1,200 silver for me to give you a rough description of the area where it's at. Because no one knows exactly where it's at. But I can tell you approximately where it's at.
I'll give you.
Can you take in Bajra with you?
Nope. Purposely, I did not.
Bajra attacks. Dimensional
Right.
prison. No!
I'm
Do
not
not
gonna
attack.
hit him. I just want to talk.
Do not attack the DMV worker.
Right?
I just want to talk. Disrespect my friend on the day of my wedding. I can't do an Italian accent. I'm not going to attempt it.
I'm going to control all of my anger, no matter how visible it is. I will give you 1,200 for your most accurate description of the location.
Hey, this is something you would, if you'd actually attended Church of Magnar or any one of the schools associated with the Church of Magnar, you would have no basic information for free. But since you don't, the 1,200 would be sufficient. And he holds out his hand.
I'm going to look at his hand like as I'm about to pull out this money. What is on his open hand?
Skin?
No markings or anything?
No.
I'm gonna ask him. I thought the Church of those who serve the Church of Green Hour would have certain markings on them or tattoos.
Who's to say that I don't, and I'm just not showing them to you?
Why would you choose not
Strip
to
naked right now.
I was like, why would
Because
you choose not to-
showing those to you is essentially like telling you
Me
my true name, and I'm not going to share that with you, Hedge Wizard. Do you want the information or not? The line is gathering longer behind you.
I'm gonna hand him the money.
Do you place a pouch in his hand or a silver bar? What kind of money does it come to his hand?
How much is the silver bars worth?
Silver bars are worth 500 each.
I will place 2 silver bars
Okay.
and then purposely count out loud.
The 200 other silver.
200 of the silver.
He sits there, kind of bemused by you, goes, "Oh, very good. Oh, and by the way, thank you for the payment, and don't try to take this back as something that you own, because it is now mine, and you feel this magical essence cut any ownership from you." He places it in a pouch. He goes, "There is a rock. Stands about 700 feet tall. It's about 250 feet in diameter. It sits 100 miles south by southwest from where your ship should drop you off. It is known as the Demon's Tower. There is a tunnel that will lead you into a staircase that will descend into the Tavadun. And from there, should be an easy jaunt to get to the doorway. Give me a skepticism check."
Is he lying?
I freaking hope not.
Doesn't sound like he's true.
38.
He's sending you to your death, hands down. I don't trust this guy.
Skepticism. Where are you? Oh, 20, 38, 48, 58, 66, 88, 98, 108, 118. 9 successes.
Oh, he's not lying, but he's definitely leaving out a lot of information. You feel like he's not telling you everything. There is a tower. You do believe that. You do believe that there's a tunnel. You do believe that there's a tunnel that leads to a staircase which descends into the Tabadun. And then there's the doorway. That's all sounds pretty true. But you can tell they are specifically leaving out information. They're not lying to you. They're omitting information.
I believe the payment was for your most accurate.
Oh, I told you exactly most accurately where the position was.
And you're leaving things out.
You didn't ask for anything else. You asked for its location. Now, there is a line behind you. You must excuse me. I have other guests and members of the Church of Magnolia that are asking for help.
Let me check how much
I
I'm allowed.
just want to talk.
You're not there.
I'm aware.
Baja feels a
Okay.
disturbance in the
Once
force.
when
among
you-
her
I
friends.
feel a disturbance that someone's fucking with my brother.
I will pull out 2 more bars and just hand it to them. I need all the information about this.
And you think 1,000 silver pieces will grant you that?
Would you rather be known
been-
as the one who
Been-
helped someone recover this artifact? Or would you rather be known as the person who could not recover an artifact and let a hedge
I'm
wizard
not the
do it on
one.
his own?
Well, first and foremost, a hedge wizard going by themselves, and he hands back the silver to you. Because the fact that you're a hedge wizard and you're going into as a Azar in search of an artifact, the likelihood of you returning is, the odds are not good. So I've given you the details on where it's at. Situations that exist there are going to be for you to solve. Because things change in the Devadun. Especially underneath Azar. So even if I were to give you the most recent information, and there's no guarantee that it would even be closely accurate.
One day I'm gonna bash your head in. And I just walk away.
I'm coming back for you, motherfucker. I will find you in a back alley and I'm going to bash your head in. You just wait. I will. And he walks away.
He's got his goal in life.
Right? That's his only goal now. Right? That becomes his only goal. I'm going to bash you in the head.
He's gonna save the world. Come back here and be like, "Listen, did you
Bitch.
save the world? No.
No?
All right, buddy.
Did you stop demons from invading literally everything? No?
No?
Alright.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I am now a god, and I want to banish you to my own personal hellscape that I created just for you.
I don't want to do that. I want to create a rival church and like charge less and make them just sit there and look good for information purposes.
That is so petty. That is so like long game.
Create a whole other church just to put them out of business?
You know, just because
We
that
want
is just
to-
classic.
Like, what the fuck, bro?
Just because that is classic Ahote, I'm going to give you 1,200 merit points for that.
That's so fucking funny.
And the fact that you made Seerith cry from laughing so hard.
Magnara's like, bro, what the fuck?
Let's go. We going up.
The Church
I
of
thought
Hote.
we were
What
on
do you
the
guys
same
do?
side.
We give out information for free.
They have a window like into the other church, and every time they say something, they look directly at them. We give that information for free.
Yeah, well, it's right over there.
Why would it's like one of those like business model shorts of like, we're charging $5 for these melons and we're charging $3. We're gonna buy up all these melons and whatever. But it's like we give out information for free.
So,
why would you want to pay for information?
do you head back to the Raven's Claw?
Yes, I will head back after that.
As you've all kind of gotten up and gotten ready for the morning and stuff like that, Hote returns to the Raven's Claw, and everybody kind of turns to you, Baja, like, okay, so where are we supposed to go?
Shipyard, let's go.
You haven't seen Captain Harkin all night
we do need
or
porters.
all day. And you will need porters.
We need to go
You need
get
porters.
Where do we find porters?
The log. Oh, and you'll need a guide.
Oh, yeah, and we need a guide. How are we looking on silver, boys?
We
And
have
Bart?
We got a little bit left.
I'm broke. I got it.
I'm pretty much
Oh,
broke.
I have some. No, I have some left. A significant, I think. I don't know.
Oh, while we're selling things, I have things. Wait, Sirith, can you still identify things? Do you have it in your bones right now? Sick.
Do you have it in your bones?
Sick. I still have 2 of those gems that Ahote and I ripped from the blob monster down in the labyrinth.
Oh my god, you're gonna make me go back that far. Oh my god.
Oh, wait. What happened to the other 3?
You have them. I thought you had them.
Okay. I was like,
He
wait a
stole
minute.
them for fake
I thought you
info.
had them.
Just kidding.
I want to know what they are, if they're special, or if there's like they were only useful down in that labyrinth and are basically paperweights up here.
Oh yeah. Tell us, what was the name of that priest?
I'm
It's
gonna write it into my backstory.
enemies
He's gonna
list.
give them a 1-star review.
First and foremost, you didn't ask.
And I thought, yeah. Oh no.
It's not like they have little like name
Actually-
tags. Hi, my name's Bob.
No, that
Yeah,
makes
there's
it
no
perfect,
regulations here. No uniform regulations.
because when I
No
come back,
uniform
There's another thing you can do, Var. Uniform regulations.
Know who's working where.
Exactly. To make sure that they are actually working for who they work for. You know what? You can create the
Identification.
homeland. You can create the homeland security.
you could do that.
I'm gonna start like ascending to godhood, and Var's just like, no, actually, I would like to start OSHA.
Well, you see, being a
I
god
am
would be
the
great and
god
everything, but
of
all
of
these
red
regulations
tape.
need to be put in place.
You're like, but you serve the god of war. Yeah. Do you have your license? No. Then we're going to war.
Then we're going to war.
One step under war is like putting really heavy objects on the top shelf and like
Ah,
And putting
motherfucker!
the war
You
names.
can't reach it!
Said they went to war over anything.
Why is
They
my
quite
shop
literally
being
mean-
burned down? Because Jim over here hurt his back trying to lift up something because you didn't want to use the forklift.
You didn't want to use the forklift.
Now his family has
Y'all
to
put in
suffer.
boxes
Now-
on the floor, at least not 6 inches.
You know what we do when we go to war? We wear a helmet. We strap onto our horses properly. And you know what you should do when you go to work? The same thing.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. I think it works out great that I don't know his name.
Man,
Well,
at
he-
some point,
he
Bar is
said
just
he
gonna
wouldn't
run
give
for
him his
president
real
of a
name.
place.
No, when I get back, and he's gonna know that I've gone and came back and survived with what I asked for. Then I'm gonna get his name.
And then I'm gonna find you in a back alley and I'm gonna bust your skull.
Kill him with the artifact. Didn't want to help me find it? Well, it's gonna find you.
That's perfect. That's so good.
Wow. I love it.
That went
I-
dark.
I
Real,
tell-
that
I
that
swear
went
to
real
you,
dark. That went real dark for you there, Sirith. Wow. So anything else you guys want to do, or are you good to go?
I think.
Good.
think we're ready.
Mhm.
As you begin to lead the group, so you're gonna go hire porters. So you're gonna go to log, find some porters. Do you have enough money to hire a guide, or do you not want to hire a guide and just go? That's an option. You kind of got descriptions of where this thing may be. You can kind of scry it if you want. You can try to figure out pretty much where it's at. You don't need a guide per se.
I think. I
Can
don't
we
much
trust
is
the
the
guy who's been
How
there
much is the
twice?
guide?
$10,000
I don't
a
think
day.
we can physically.
10,000
Yeah, I
silver a
don't think
day.
we can physically afford a guide. That's the problem.
We can afford him because I convinced him to go down to 10 a day. I couldn't get lower than that.
Yeah, that's 10 a day, and we could be in there for
We still
weeks.
can't afford that.
What are they
Month
gonna do? Go
just
home? We're their
1,000.
ride.
That's
What?
called kidnapping.
That we're
No.
That
Yeah,
we're
I
paying
don't know
for.
what to tell you. Yeah, Sirith's on
Okay.
his bad boy episode, I guess.
That's like hiring a
That's
hooker
called
and
kidnapping.
saying,
That's
"Don't
called.
worry, I don't need to." It's like hiring a hooker and saying, "Don't worry, I drove her here. She can't ask for more money because she's here, and I can't have to take her home. She's still charging you by the hour."
Well, I mean, same
I
analogy.
firmly. This only confirms deep into my soul, Markham, that you have never hired a hooker.
No, I haven't. But what's that got to
I-
do with anything?
Yeah, buddy. You think they wouldn't just walk and call the cops on
I
your
mean-
ass and get you arrested for soliciting? You're funny.
I like how Nas is like kind of only semi paying attention to everything while they draw.
I'm paying attention. I can hear you.
So are you gonna go? What are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna go get?
I don't think we can afford a guide, but I think we could just get porters. Well, how much do the porters cost?
3,000.
What?
Well, fucking beans.
So I can
Just for
afford
the
the
trip?
guide for 3 days.
For the trip or per day?
For 3 days.
Well, the porters.
Oh,
Is
the
it
trip.
2,000 per day?
Yes.
We can't.
What even is a porter?
It's the ones who hold
They
all of
carry
our
our
shit.
stuff.
Fuck that.
Okay.
We're gonna.
That was-
We're gonna.
We can make it a team. I was just saying that.
When you
Why
run
would
out of
we need
food-
We'll
that?
just
I
do
feel
like Jurassic Park and hope we run into another party that's over there, and then we'll team up and chuck our stuff onto their porters on their time.
But why? I don't understand because we've never needed those. Why would we start now?
Right. Why would you start now when you're over there in a land that you really don't know anything about and you don't have enough food and magic sometimes may or may not work and you can't really do anything? Oh, and what are you going to eat?
Each other.
And no,
We
I hear
never
Tarja
had-
who
Oh, no.
tastes like baked beans.
I don't know. We could go ask
hey,
that
if
Hydra.
anyone's gonna be eating the rest of the party, it's Rowan.
Bajra has no problem with eating any of you.
The shots are there for a reason.
I just
Same with
realized,
Rowan.
so
As
for
excited-
vegetarian.
as excited as I am to go over to Azar, is the sun usually out like a normal day over there?
We can control weather, maybe. Oh, I can control weather with an
Um,
ability.
Oh, I can control the weather, but only make it
Do
rainy.
abilities count as magic, or are those something separate?
The question is, how dark is this cursed island on a normal
Do my
basis?
god powers still work?
Oh, that also reminds me. I'm mad I just thought about it. It is a new day. We went to sleep. I will give you my willpower. Whew.
Yay!
Yeah, Holte's insane, and he's very terrified of the dark.
The dark.
Afraid of the dark.
It is. Let's say that the sun does shine, but it is a mostly cloudy day all the time. Storms are very frequent.
Baja's gonna be happy.
Yeah. Oh, but it's forsaken by the gods, so I can't exactly like contact mine.
Will control weather from an ability work there?
Won't know until you find out. Because if you read the rules as written, abilities are pseudo magical.
Okay. I will explain to them what I know about how to find the Ravmaga. Then we have to look for a demon's tower. And then there's a tunnel south by southeast from that leads down to some stairs that leads to a doorway. And there's apparently a situation that happens there that changes constantly. So we need to be ready for anything.
I think we should just hire a guide instead of porters.
Look, I 10,000 a day.
Okay, let's just
We
pile our money up. How long do we think we're gonna be there? 3, 4 days?
Probably 5 days.
I was thinking at least a week.
Nah, we
Right.
got this in 5.
All right, so we're
'Cause
looking
the-
at
where
50
we're
to
going is
40,000.
1,000 miles inland. That's a week in and a week out.
Unless
Okay,
a Hote
so-
and I teleport us. And or do any
That's
other
if
form
the
of-
magic works, though.
the magic.
You can teleport us? Oh, you mean
At
on
that same notion, we could also use our save state and get back to the back to our base.
Ahote and I cannot.
Well, if you've recast it again or whatnot.
Ooh.
That's not how it works. You have to cast it where the sanctuary is supposed to be.
There.
Oh.
All right, so
Didn't they recast it last time they were there?
Nope.
no.
Nope. All right. Well, damn.
So each porter is 3,000, right?
2,000.
2,000.
2,000, and there's 5 porters. That's 10,000. And if we're looking at a week, that's another 50 to 70. So we're looking at
70,000.
100 to 140,000
Yeah, we don't have that kind of
Okay.
silver.
if we're doing both porters and a guide. And if we plan on being there for a week. The issue is this dude wants his money paid up front, and we're not doing that, but we also don't know how long we're going to be there, so we don't even know what half is. But he doesn't know how long we're going to be there. I didn't ask if we would get refunded for any days not used.
We're dealing with criminals and pirates here. Refunds don't exist.
never
Refund
heard
policy.
Yes.
Another thing I need to
It's a
champion.
mandated refund policy.
That's what another thing I need to champion.
30 to 60 day refunds with or without receipt.
Did any of you sit down and do a 2-hour class on how to be a guide? Are you certified?
Are you certified guide? Or just,
Point to me on this
Just
map
call
where
yourself a
exactly you could guide me.
where could you guide me to?
And
For
what's on this
example.
side of my map?
Hmm.
Okay, now
What-
I'm gonna
what
go
am
by
I putting?
myself, and if I don't see that here on this map, you're gonna be in big trouble.
If I don't return,
Mister.
That's big brain. Get them to
Ew. Okay, so how much silver do y'all have? I know Baj is out.
I
I've
have
got
18.
30,000.
I have 500 left.
Actually, I'm sorry. I have 30,040. 40 or 400?
I'm not sharing my silver, not for these crooks.
I have 18.
Yeah, I have 30,403.
Which is why I want to know the value of these cool little gem blob things. If I can sell them and they're worth anything.
I don't think
I
I have
thought they were worth-
anything to sell.
To be fair, they were found in ancient urns, so you know
They were-
that typically
They were
you
found
know,
in ancient urns, and
Here's
they're
the
cool
thing.
little sapphires.
Everybody knows you.
We're
only put cool
not we're
things
not
in
talking
urns.
to like the legit like preservation society. Oh, these are pirates who are gonna rip you off.
Hopefully, they're not like.
No, these are pirates that are gonna rip you off. I have a criminal background.
They're still gonna rip you off.
Yeah, fuck
No,
no.
she'll-
That's why I
Jose's
want to know
got-
what they are.
If we know what they are, they can't rip us off.
Exactly.
don't
So I
think
want to
that's
know,
how that
Seerith,
works.
can
I
you
think
identify
just-
these gem blob things?
Well, if we know the
Oh,
market
if
price
you
of an
know
object
those-
and we walk into a place and say, I'd like to sell this object, and they look at us and say, we can sell you for about 30% below the market price, and you're like, what? No,
No.
absolutely not. I know the market price. I'm an informed consumer.
Right.
You won't be getting me with your semantics.
Oh, let's see. Where is it at?
I need to cast Identify, don't I?
Okay. While we're going through, what I'm going to do ultimately. How many can I cast? I'm going to cast 14 different spells into a twig, and that's going to. I'm making it my wand.
All right.
This is Minecraft. Are you enchanting your stick?
All right. What spells?
Jesus.
He has to recover. Hold on.
I see what it is. It's all about how big your stick is.
That it's
Right.
all. It's not about the size. It's all about how you use it.
No, it's all about the magic in it.
Yeah, Knockback 5 does wonders.
It's all about how you use it.
It's all about the magic in it.
I'm going to cast
I
Elemental
got
Bolt,
the magic in me.
Lightning Stroke, Gravity Drop, Petrify and Petrify, Chain Lightning, Ripple, Force Ricochet, Dispel Magic.
I hope you're writing these down.
I am.
All right, and then you're going to need to roll either now or out of game for those to be in there.
I got 6 successes on my Identify, by the way.
And what are you identifying?
One of the gems.
They're worth 500 silver pieces.
Well, that's not.
Hey, back when you found them, that was a lot of money.
That's true. Okay, fair.
We do have 6 of them.
That's 3,000 silver pieces.
That's
At
for a
least
single
that's what you think they're worth. I mean, you know, it's like it's like you got a magic card, right? And you know that everybody on CC on TTPG
You know, TSN.
card, right? They're worth like $900, but then you go to sell it to somebody, and they're like, you know what? I'm going to give you 300 for it. But it's for sale for 900. Yeah, but I've got to resell it.
Listen, your card's only rated a 6, buddy. It's not even close to a 10.
Right. Sorry. Thanks for playing.
Mhm.
Does anybody else have any gems?
The only other
Nothing
cool
I'm selling
thing,
here.
the only other cool. Oh, I have. No, those. This is gonna be my thing that I'm gonna hold on to just in case it becomes important.
I put all of
Because
my
I still have handcuffs from Garzar. And I have a cool necklace of hands.
Yeah, but those hands aren't really worth anything. They're mummified. You got that from Gato, from Nathak.
Yep. And somehow I have the Rod of Authority, which is very dangerous for me to have.
I think it's.
On that,
perfect for you
I
to have.
travel pretty light. I don't carry shit.
Yeah, same.
But see, this has always been the problem, though, right? You guys have never done. We've always gone from one major episode to another major episode to another major episode. You've never done like a dungeon crawl-esque thing where you can gather treasure, right? You've never done anything that allows you to gain wealth. The only wealth that you've actually found is in those magic items that you have found, that I've given to you. You've never done anything to gain wealth. Most of the time you've been relying on reputation, and mostly Baja's reputation.
What would gambling be? What skill would that be?
What do you mean?
Like going and playing cards or doing.
So there are a couple of in the Game Master's Guide there are rules for basically for Blackjack 21 that allows us to roll dice, and you can bet however much money you need from that. I mean, the only person who actually gained wealth the last time they gambled was Ellen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And he was
Well, it was a
Employed.
sure bet. We're either dead and we can't pay, or we win.
right.
Oh, that one everybody got money from.
Ellen got the most.
Majority of us got the massive amounts of silver we have.
I bet the biggest
Yeah.
amount. Yeah.
I think
That's
it was
true.
like-
That's why I have so little. I'm like, you guys have so much silver. It's because I bet.
Yeah, because it was
We
like
didn't
cards.
gamble.
But-
40,000, wasn't it? You
technically-
got Ellen.
We can't afford
Yeah,
it?
about 40,000. Yeah.
Wait, how much? Okay, how much of a dick move could I do this? Because this will be really annoying, but really hilarious. Is I have a magic quiver that multiplies the ammunition I have inside of it to an infinite amount. Can I just start selling bundles of arrows?
Oh, brilliant.
I don't know why.
And I never run out of arrows to sell. I will crash the market.
My thought process was that you were gonna just throw the gem in there and see if it
Yeah,
would
me too.
multiply.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going with that.
I thought you were
No,
gonna.
it's
So
only quiver and
you
multiplies
you
ammunition.
potentially could if you weren't on this island.
Okay.
I mean, come on, they're basic arrows. They've got a steel head. They're on a
They're
shafted wood
hunting
with some,
arrows. They're a little bit better than basic,
but still,
but still.
what are you gonna do? Sit in the corner? All right, put another one.
Just take one of the gems and make it into an arrowhead, and then you'll have infinite gems.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
how if I could break it like that.
That's not a bad
You
idea.
need to go to a stonemason or have somebody who knows how to do anything.
Tolaris is just sitting here thinking like, you
What
shut your
the-
face.
He actually has the smithing skill.
But wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me that if I had if I okay, I need to get a sling then, because if I could treat these gems as sling rocks, then they would be considered ammunition. Therefore, I could put them in the quiver and
No,
multiply
they
them.
would not be considered any ammunition because anything that you can put in the sling would be considered ammunition. That ammunition that would include anything from a single silver piece to a simple river rock. So no, would not work.
Yeah.
The magic.
Yeah, it has to be.
Is
It has
an
to be
arrow?
considered ammunition.
Is it an arrow? Yes. If not an arrow, no. You do
Right.
not get duplicated.
If arrow, yes. If not, no. It's an if then. It's an if or statement.
So yeah, just infinite gem arrows. You make one pretty good gem arrow. Start multiplying them. Cut off the gem pieces and resell them.
Do you understand how
This would be
small those would have to be to actually make it an effective arrow that would actually be something with someone? I mean, they wouldn't be. They wouldn't be very big. They wouldn't be very big though, and they wouldn't be. I mean, would they be worth the time? You would have to produce hundreds of thousands of them to get anywhere near what you need, which would take time.
Yeah, this will be like a week project to get the money that we need for one
Well, it's
day.
either that or take the chance to die.
Wait, am I like, I'm employed. Do I get anything?
You're employed.
Do you have salary?
I'm the only one who's
Legitimate
employed.
job?
Yeah. I'm employed. I just got
Our
a
job is saving
promotion.
the world. Thank
Can
you
Var
very
see their
much.
W-2?
I just got a promotion. Do I get?
Does Var have
Do I have, like-
Is it salary increase?
Is it tax season? Is tax returns could be coming? Var could be getting a lot of silver.
Yeah. Can I just be like, oh wait, no, I forgot. I do have more. Yeah, technically, they
forgot.
did ask me to do this.
Let me just pull out this tablet
This
that
is-
actually has my.
You could
deposit
write
here.
this off as a work expense.
I absolutely picture Var like pulling out a notepad that shows all of their money and being like, "Yeah, no, this is all salary. This isn't my money."
Can we charge this to the city of Sadehaka
No,
Wow.
I don't.
as a work
don't-
expense?
I would not like to do that.
Hey, boss, bought a ship on your tab. Hope you're doing well.
Listen, I already had one ship put onto my tab. Bart, you gotta take one for the team.
Hi, we're
No.
we're a highly experienced group of individuals who spend the most of our time arguing the tax law
Yes.
You're damn
and
right.
safety regulations on ships that don't exist yet, but I'm going to create them.
Listen.
Oh, yes.
Depending on how much Var makes, that tax return could be absolute bank.
Keep your real world politics out of my gaming.
No. But
You have a job.
I do have a job.
How do you have a job?
I'm ready.
How do I not have a job? I'm employed. I just got a
Who
promotion.
are you employed by? Oh, by
The Knights.
Sadehawk? Yeah, sure, you got a job.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. I thought you were talking with
you
the.
didn't know
What
what
does Var make?
No, I was thinking you were talking about the party. I was like, how do you have a job at the party?
No, I'm the only one in the party who has an actual job.
Yeah, you're the only one that
You're
actually has an actual
project
job.
manager.
You have a real life to go
Has
back
an
to.
actual job.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Do I make money from that? That
Yes,
I
you
haven't
do.
Oh, okay, well, can I take that into account now?
No, not now.
Ah!
Oh, you have to go
Why
collect
not?
your check. You have to go
Ah.
collect your check.
You can't pull
What
out and
a-
start filing your taxes now, Naz. Come on.
What about starting from like 8 months ago and then the last 12 years?
Oh my
Starting from
god,
8
that's not how this works. Stop it.
I know. I'm sorry.
Back pay.
I
Ready
have
to
no
roll.
clue.
I'm
I'm still waiting whether you guys are going to decide a guide or a porter or porters or none of it and just go balls to the wall. Hope we survive against Godzilla's.
Yeah, I think we
Sirius
just need
is
to
a
go,
big fan
like,
of the plan
hard.
of maybe gamble a little bit to try to get our money up.
With what skills? Who among us has a gambling
We don't know what-
skill?
It depends on what the skill is. Because I do have.
Oh, but there's a gaming and it's charisma. The
I
gaming
do have
skill is
gaming.
charisma.
Sirius about to go to the
You think
casino.
Sirius not an epic gamer?
Jose, What the fuck?
I'm just Hote's just sitting in his wand, and he's just like, yeah. All right, cool.
Wait, did you just cast that spell?
Yeah.
Is that a
I'm gonna
cast?
spend
Wait, no. Is that a cast spell?
Yes. Can I spend 3 heroic luck?
Is this a
'Cause,
heroic action?
I don't understand. What
Casting
did
a spell? Yes.
He critically fumbled a spell casting.
You critically
And currently-
fumbled a spell casting. You critically fumbled.
And
You just
currently-
didn't fumble. You critically fumbled it.
Do you
So
wanna know
wild
what
magic
happened?
rules have been employed. Roll me a d100.
Oh,
I'm trying
fuck
to
no.
3 heroic luck.
Man, this is great. Sirith stood up. Guys, we should go gamble. And then Ahote's in the background with an explosion.
Roll me a wild magic d. Come on, Ohote.
I'm gonna get us all killed because I
You're
can't.
gonna get yourself killed.
Listen, I can bring you back to life. You're fine.
No, Born Stellar. A regulations and bylaws D&D game does not. I mean, you already have that. It's called WotC. 44. Dun dun dun.
Let's go. Where you at?
Oh, 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 oh.
I don't like the sound of that.
Okay.
Because I want to see what he does without him telling you guys yet. Nico, check your messages.
Oh no.
Here.
What just happened?
I need a moment.
Oh no, he's gonna go take a lap. Oh no.
What happened?
Solarius has to go take a lap. What the fuck is happening?
I need a preventative.
So many
lap
laps
before
are
I
being
hear this.
taken. So many laps are being taken right now. What the fuck just happened?
Ahote just loses access to magic.
He's moving in the back.
He's doing the stressed dad walk.
You okay, bud?
What happened? What
What?
happened?
What happened?
What happened?
What happened
I can't
immediately
tell.
after I
I can't
explained
tell
we
if
should
this is
gamble?
super funny or he's about to cry.
Yeah.
I think it's both.
Oh, okay, Ohote. What are you gonna do?
Oh no, he's putting the book away.
He's contemplating.
What?
I'm gonna make a
Oh,
stamina
okay.
check.
Are you?
Okay.
All right, give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
No rerolls. TS of 4.
That's 2.
Ahote's in the back, kind of doing his thing with his magic stuff. You see him cast a few spells into a stick. Suddenly he falls over and begins convulsing. He's unconscious. And you can see almost kind of like the kind of Ebola where blood starts to trickle from eyes and ears and nose and mouth, oozing from Ahote.
What the fuck
No.
happened?
What the fuck?
Dude, we haven't even got to the island yet. Did we already lose one? Like, what the fuck?
There is.
I'm looking. I can't remember the name of the spell.
Don't critically fail it.
Ahote, I'm also going to get, because of the choice that you made, I'm going to give you 2,000 merit points and 3 heroic luck.
He's a brave boy. He's not completely dead. It wasn't a rolled new character.
You guys want to try to Curing Touch revive him?
So are you going to curing touch him, or are you going to do a curing?
Curing touch.
Are you going to
Curing
cure
touch
wounds or curing touch revive?
Curing touch revive.
Okay, give me a roll.
Blank, blank, blank. Five successes.
He awakens for a moment and lets out a horrific scream of death, and then falls back unconscious.
Oh, what?
Temples. We can take him to the healers.
Take 10 more, Hote.
Can I make like a medicine check to see if I can know what's wrong with him?
Sure. A healing check. Give it to me.
We'll focus on that and give it a plus 30.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not proficient yet.
Glad you gave yourself a plus 30.
I'll re-roll that.
Not much better, but yeah. Okay. He is dying from some sort of wild magic problem.
Well,
More blood gushes from his nose and mouth. He gurgles a little bit of blood.
Glad this is the information I figured out.
There's also blood coming from other unspecified regions of his lower half.
oh boy. Oh boy. He's bleeding out of every orifice. Wait, this is a disease caused by magic?
Take 10 more, Ahote.
I did.
Okay.
It's a disease caused by magic?
I'm not going to tell you. You haven't made a healing check.
How far
That's
away
why I'm asking
are we from
Sirith, who's the
temple?
one who did.
Yeah.
How far are we
is it
away
magical?
from the nearest temple?
Yeah,
It is.
wild magic.
It is a result
Wild
of
magic?
wild magic.
Cool.
Yes.
Can I put the red steel handcuffs on him? It turns off all magic.
Okay, you put the red steel handcuffs on him. Take another 10.
Oh boy. Well, I thought that was gonna work. I did my
I
best.
think it's
You don't know that it
access
didn't work.
to- I think it suffers access to magic.
Will
not to-
greater cure wounds on a Hote? Blink. Hey, that is 13 successes.
So that's you did greater.
Yep.
So that's
is
40 for 53 plus your charisma modifier.
53 plus 13.
Ahote, does that bring you positive?
Yes.
Give me a stamina check. Let's see if you come out of being unconscious.
One, two, three, four.
Ahote wakes up in a shock as though someone had punched him in the chest. Something similar to what Baja's done in the past. Is blood still trickling down the sides of his throat, out his ears, eyes. You're awake.
What the fuck was that?
That's a
Hote, what happened?
I think I died.
You looked like you died.
Pardon me.
I can tell you didn't die. You got pretty close.
Sure felt like I died.
I'm gonna take the wand I had in my hand and just kind of like drop it and just kind of I need to
Yeah, you can play with your stick tomorrow. Go to sleep.
Go to,
Go to bed.
we'll try again in the morning.
I go to shower instead.
Okay.
So you're not leaving today. You're gonna leave tomorrow.
Apparently.
Okay.
Don't have a choice now. I don't
Now
think.
we can gamble.
Now we can go gambling!
All
My
part
body almost
of the
just died.
plan.
Now's the time.
Yeah, thank you, Ahote. You gave us the perfect reason to gamble. Oh, you're such a nice friend.
Oh my
So
god.
thoughtful.
Is this going to be the moment that Bajra and Sirith go hang out for the first time, like, to go gambling?
Oh,
Gonna take a priest to a house of sin?
Hey, it's not sin if you
Almost.
play the table.
Oh, it's not quite a house of sin, but you know, like,
Stop!
vibes.
Stop sticking your your Catholicism all over my gaming world.
I ain't doing
Oh.
shit.
I don't think that's how that works.
My thought process immediately went to House of Sin is not a gambling table. It is some other business.
Oh, no, I guess that.
hmm Going to make sure Ahote is okay. I
don't-
can't heal you. I can only hit things.
I can put you to sleep before we go on our casino binger.
I can only kill things for you. Give me something to hit.
I'm good for
Oh.
one thing and one thing only, and that's hitting things.
I cannot heal you. However, I could kill you.
I could kill you, but I'm not
Makes you
going
feel
to. I
better.
actually like having you around. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm gonna ask for that sleep after I'm done with the shower. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. That went 0 to 100 for me real quick. I'm just gonna walk into my room and lay down on my own.
I'm just gonna go lay down.
Like, I don't know what to do or what to think. Like,
Oh my god, that hurt so much.
What? Like, what happened?
He stepped on a Lego.
Oh, you stepped on one.
Oh,
stepped on
he's
a
being really
D4.
brave about it.
He stepped on a D4.
You're so brave.
oh,
Poor kid.
I'm blaming it because the spell that I was casting. I
What were
was
you
definitely
casting?
casting lightning stroke.
Oh, that kind of makes sense though now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You literally electrocuted yourself to die.
I did some damage.
So technically what he did was this, is he rolled his 99, he critically failed. On the wild magic table, he rolled 40. And when you do so, this particular thing is a curse of death exudes from you. Here's the reason why I gave him 2,000 merit points and 3 heroic luck. You must pick one of your allies within 120 foot radius of you to take your fatigue and damage, health damage. If you do not pick an ally, you must make a stamina check at a TS of 4 or fall unconscious and dying, taking 10 health damage per turn. He chose to sacrifice himself to not hurt any of you.
Holy cow!
What a nice guy.
What a good guy.
Good guy.
We'll never know unless he tells us.
Right, but that's
We'll
the
never
mechanic
know.
behind it.
I won't.
Hey guys, just so you know, that was for you.
Just so you know, I bled from every orifice in my body for you guys.
you.
It's all for you guys.
Oh. Oh, I almost started
Hote might
bawling
not
like
have died for our
victory.
sins, but he definitely bled for them.
You definitely bled for them.
So do you want to go play
It's a
cards or what? Before we do that, it's almost 2 a.m., 1 a.m.?
1.
What?
It's a little after 1.
How are you, those of you who are in that time zone doing?
I'm doing fine.
Good. It's only
Naz is sleepy.
Naz is always sleepy.
Yeah, because Ness is in the middle of exams.
Selkie got up at 5 a.m. this morning. Selkie.
So,
Bed at 5 a.m.
would you like to just do, like, say, another 20 minutes of this gambling to see where you guys end up? And then we call it for the night and we pick up next weekend on your way to Azar?
That's fine. That works for me.
Oh, damn, so sorry.
No, you're good.
We're going all or nothing, right, Baja? Because, obviously.
I mean, I've only got 500, so like, it's yellow. Let's go.
We're gonna take
Let's
all
go.
of it. Well, I mean, we either go to the island with a guide from the money that we win, or we go to the island with no guide and no people.
Do y'all
Fair enough.
say
Full in
something
either
about,
way.
Do y'all say something about gambling before?
No,
They did
we
gambling?
you just sleep.
Yes,
No.
I said something about gambling when you killed yourself. The last thing you heard was, "Hey, we could go gamble to make some money," and then you died.
And then you died.
So yes, gambling was mentioned.
All right, so what do you guys want to play the card game? One of the card games?
Yes.
All right, so it's basically 21, and this is what'll happen. We'll each take turns to resolve whether you win or lose. So who wants to go first, and how much are you betting? The odds. So let's see here. Let me pull up the odds for this.
I hope they would have walked away,
Honestly,
and then he
Sarah,
would have came back, and just been like, "Sarah, can you, yeah," and walk away again, hoping that you would just follow.
Yeah, he'll put you to sleep.
And then as you go, he'd give you the key. So like, you can take 10. Hopefully, do something with that.
Okay.
He passes out before you're able to actually touch him to sleep.
All right. So what this is it's essentially blackjack, and what we're going to do is we're going to play a 3-2. So basically 1.5 times your bet. If you win, I will pay you back 1.5 times your bet. If you lose, I take it all. So what do you want to bet?
To watch? Sirith would like to observe for a game or two. He's gonna literally
there's games playing. Those games are playing. I'm not gonna roll dice for it, but yeah, you spend time watching other people play this card game. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose, sometimes they win big, sometimes they lose everything.
For my balance sake, and I'm going to be the problem child for a Hilarious, is my first game. I would like to bet 71.
71 silver?
Yes.
And why are you going to be a trouble child?
This is gonna
because it's a very particular number.
Okay, so
But
is there a mechanical reason why you're doing it?
No, this is strictly I have 571 and I would like an even number.
All right, roll a d10.
Okay.
And this is the first card you get on a 1 through, ace through the high tens. So you got a 5.
5.
Okay. Do you want to roll and add to that, or do you want to stay?
I will roll.
Okay, so you're at a 5. You have a 5 card up.
Okay.
So now you're at 15. Do you wish another card, or do you wish to stay? The rules still apply. The house has to, if it gets below a 17, it has to roll until it
has to hit.
It has to hit.
Is it 7? I thought it was 16.
It's 16. It's 16. Or is it 17?
This is 15,
17.
this is 15, so I have to roll then.
No, you don't have to roll.
House is the only one who has to if they're lower.
If you want to, do you want to stay at 15?
Okay, got it. Yeah, I remember how this game works.
Are you staying? Or do you want to roll?
I'm doing math. Hold on, I'm stupid.
6 or lower is a win.
It's 6 or lower is a win.
Well,
you get if you get a 6, it's 21.
Yeah.
Then I have to beat you. And the house generally doesn't
match.
beat. You have to match. Valis generally doesn't win on that.
I will roll again.
If you get anything higher than a 6, you lose your 71.
Okay.
21. The house first has the following card. It has a 2. It must roll again. It now has a 6. That's 6. It must roll again. It's at 11. It must roll again. 16. It has to roll again.
And that's a bust.
And a
It's a
bust.
bust. So it pays you 71. So you win. You basically have one.
I have added.
You added 142 to your total.
Nice.
You win back your originally 71 plus an additional 142. For a moment there, I thought that was Naz. I had to look at Naz's mouth for a second to go, is that Naz? So you want to play again or what?
Come on, La.
I will play again.
Okay, what are you going to bet?
I'm.
Are we saying we took all the silver?
You won your bet back plus 142.
I'm going to bet 113.
Okay, your first card is a 2.
Ooh.
Okay, your second card 7. That's what you have. Kind of, you have a 2 down and a 5 showing. You have
11.
11.
Do you have an aces roll in this game?
So if she rolls a 1, it's either an
10
ace
or a 1?
or a 10, depending which way it goes.
So I'm at 11.
You're at
I'll
11.
roll again.
It's 15.
15. 6 or lower.
Damn.
21.
21
Oh
again.
my god!
All right.
What is
How
that
much did you bet?
113.
Gonna get Bajra hooked on gambling.
Are you gonna keep betting whenever you have over 500 so that you only go back to
The
500?
first card is a 3. No, that's the card that's down. You don't know that. Here's what's showing for the house. That's 7 total. That's 8. No, that could be an 18.
is.
That's an 18. They
It's
can.
red as an 8.
It's red as an.
They go with the lower one.
Yeah, it's red as an 8. 10.
I thought they only go with the lower one once they bust. Same with the rest.
16. Bust.
Busted.
So you win back 226 silver plus your 113. So basically, yeah. So you win 226 plus your 113.
26.
No, it's you win back. You win all of it back. You win 339, but the first 113 is your original silver.
Yep.
Do you want to play again?
I mean, I'm doing really well. This is how an addiction starts.
Are we able to sleight of hand cheat?
Serious.
If you so,
Sirith can slip me.
Sirith, it will cause you. You're neutral, right? Or no, you're good.
I'm good.
It will cost you some
So the good boy points.
good boy points, philosophy points.
Good boy points.
Thank you, Born Stellar.
If you want to start gambling, I can slip you shit because I have a criminal background anyways, and I'm already the most evil one
Yes,
in
that
Yellow
makes it
Spiders.
morally okay for me.
I'll
No.
do it. I'll cheat for you.
Cancel out the badness. It's not me doing it.
I'm just sitting here. I have no. Oh, you want to give me that card? Okay, I'll put that down.
Oh, this
Naz's
card
going,
just appeared in
"No."
my hand.
Let me say this. In
What?
any case that Sirith cheats the system is going to result in him losing philosophy points, and I will use the table for
Don't
gaining
say
and
good
losing
boy points.
philosophy.
That's what they are.
For gaining and losing philosophy, and I would say that
Turns evil.
this would be a minor criminal act, which will result in which is considered a misdeed, so it's a minor act. So you would lose 2 philosophy points per rank total. You're at rank 26, so that would be 25. So that would be 50 of your philosophy points,
Yikes.
and that's just a
That's
minor
okay.
misdeed. That's just like a simple misdeed.
No bueno.
It is no bueno.
It's worth it to be good.
Is it though?
So what are we doing, people?
I am not cheating.
What other kind
It's
of games
good.
are there?
You're not there.
There
are other games happening, but I just don't. I mean, we don't. It's getting late, and I don't want to diverge into how many other games there are. I have rules for dice games. I have rules for. There's only one that's like Liar's Dice that has to be kind of played in person. You can't really play it.
So good.
You can't play it online because everybody sees what you're
You can
rolling.
see the dice.
I don't want to play Liar's Dice.
I will bet 239.
You're killing me, Bajra.
I know.
Go
I
home.
wanted
Go
to-
big or go home.
All these odd numbers.
Don't go big, he'll take it all.
All right, roll.
300. 300. Easy peasy see 300. 6. 12. 20. I'm gonna stop with my 20.
All right, so you got a 20. It's a pretty good roll. That's a pretty good set of cards. All right, so I'm going to roll this one, and no, I don't want that one. Roll this one and this one. No, I don't want to do that either because it's only gonna. Yeah, that'll work. Nope, that won't work. So clear. Let me add that one and that one. All right. So the plain purple one is the card that they have underneath. So they are at a 13. I'm going to take another card. 16. 21. They win.
Damn. So I lose
300.
I am down.
Are you back to square one?
I'm not back to square one. I'm still coming away a winner.
Not by much. Do you want to continue?
Not by much. I don't want to like take up like the rest of these 20 minutes just me gambling. But Bajra will continue to gamble. I don't know what kind of shortcuts you want to do with this.
Give me a silver amount that you want to bet.
In total, the entire night?
The entire night.
The entire night, she will probably go up to 500.
Roll me a charisma check, TS of 5. For every success you get above 5, you'll earn another 100 silver pieces.
That's 9 successes.
So you earn yourself another 400 silver pieces through the night. And
Fuck
that's
yeah.
coming back and forth. You lose some, you gain some, you
Yeah.
lose some, you gain some.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in 4 digits now, bitches.
Oh yeah, I'm in 5.
We doubled our money for the night, boys. So it's a pretty good night.
Pretty good.
Huh? What did I miss?
We summarized Bajra gambling throughout the whole night, and she doubled her money.
Yeah, but it's only
Pretty
like
good night.
it's not like she
Yeah,
broke the
I'm now in
bank.
4 digits. Yeah, it's not super bank.
She didn't break
Money
the
is
bank.
money.
I now have 1,000 silver.
Yay! All right. So with that, what we'll do is we'll pick up. Hey, Artemis, glad you're here. Haven't seen you for a while. We'll pick up next Friday night because Nad's sleepy. We will be back next weekend with hopefully us finally getting off the island. No more casting wild magic shit. Almost dying.
It would be. It would.
Hey,
be
listen, he was just trying to get us to gamble.
He was like, "Say, dude, I'm gonna kill myself so you can go gamble, okay?" So that works, right?
You wanted to gamble. Let me help you.
Let me help you real quick. So this has been Legends of Kralis. I'm Hilarious Game Master. This has been D in Denial. Don't forget they have games on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and the occasional Saturday game, right? Now, for those of you who are watching, I'm going to be running a one-shot for Ronin's Den at the end of January. It's going to be a one-shot so they can play the system. They'll be using our standard convention characters, so the ones that are automatically rolled up, so they don't have to worry about rolling up and playing. So come join us for that when that happens. I'll talk more about it later. Until then, let's move on to Ellen.
All right. Hi, I'm Markham. I played Ellen tonight, and he's very glad he doesn't use magic right now. At least not much. Excited and nervous to get to this island. I'm gonna throw it over to let's do Hote, the man of the hour.
I am Nico. I play a Hote. So far on my adventures, I have killed things with my bare hands. I have destroyed a ship with magic. I have killed a friend with magic. And finally, I have killed myself with magic. Will I stop using magic? Absolutely not. I'm still probably going to try it another day. But I would still like to say that believe in yourself. Because even when you die, you might still live. So you always get another chance to try.
What?
I don't know. I give it to Nat. I'm still going off of blood that's, bleeding from my brain and stuff.
What?
Listen, I saved you. You're fine. It's not bleeding from your brain anymore. It's just your eyes and your ears.
Just your eyes and your ears. You're good.
Check the fridge.
Your brain is
All right,
fine.
Naz, go.
Nice. Bar. Moss.
Hey everybody, I'm Moss. I play Seerith. I always remember it's really smart to go out, gamble your silver occasionally, just occasionally.
Especially after a friend has died.
Yes,
Almost died.
Best time to go and do it. Clearly, Bajra won.
Bajra did win.
So we're gonna pass it off to Bajra with their winnings.
I made so much money. I'm so proud of myself. I am soaking to the internet. Bajra and Legends of Kralis. I wasn't expecting to lose a friend but come out on top. Almost lose a friend, but definitely came out on top.
It was just a prank, bro.
It was just a prank, bro. You just hear him dying in the background while you're trying to sort stuff out.
You didn't even hear him. He just fell over and started bleeding. It just heard him muttering some words and he just fell over.
There he goes.
All right, you guys. I love you all very much. I love all my players. Seerith, I am so happy you made tonight's game. So is Ahote. He would have died otherwise. Until next Friday night, we will see you guys later. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay legendary, folks. Good night.
Night, friends.
Okay, we're gonna, on the Hilarious Game channel, we are actually gonna go raid your ants.
Who's the ant?
Your ants. Go say hi to them real quick.
Yeah.
We'll raid them right now.
There we go. Emote only is enabled.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Hello. Oh, only raiding with a Peter party of 3. Sorry. Small party.
Oh, that's right. I'm on D in Denial.
Small party.
Party time. Party time regardless.
I will say, I didn't even read all of that. All I saw was Curse of Death, 120-foot radius, and your allies. And then I thought about it. I was like, I severely.
How much
that.
fatigue do you have?
Enough to kill anybody. Enough to kill any one of you.
Maybe Bajra can out regenerate it.
Probably could. I get 30 health and fatigue every turn.
I think for y'all it's instant. For me, it's because I dropped to 0 immediately and then started taking it more.
Can we do me a favor, because I'm going to try to start streaming on my end, because I want these to be on my channel so I can send them to my YouTube. So I'm going to use the OBS to stream to D in Denial and then be able to raid from my side. It works a lot easier. So those of you you can watch both, right? Just you have them both up as tabs, and they both get being watched.
Or you
but
multi-twitch.
Yeah, multi-twitching. That way we can raid and you guys can go say hi to other people, because that's how you build the community and gain more
Makes
friends
sense.
to come see us.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys wouldn't mind. Bajra, thank you so much for hanging out and being the I don't know, what is it, the producer when there's nothing to produce, but I appreciate you anyways.
I've decided for my next character, I'm gonna go completely opposite and be a bioengineer.
Well, we will see. That is why the whole second campaign, we're going to have the conversation on the 22nd. So Corbin will be there. The one thing, I don't know if you saw it, Sirith, I'm gonna caveat a hard stay of you can't have crossover abilities to do the same thing. Does that make sense? Like, there can't be two spellcasters. There can't be two divine priests. You can have divine knowledge or divine presence to gain access to abilities. Like in stealth, you need arcane touch, but you don't be a spellcaster. Does that make sense? I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna class regulate you in a classless system. Does that make sense? There can be more fighters and more thieves. It's not hard to do because there's at least 6 base classes, right? There's fighter. Well, there's even beyond that. There's fighters, rangers, spellcasters, priests, Jinhur, telepaths, those kind of things. So
are there any?
So like we can cast spells. We can't just be like a dedicated spellcaster.
Are there any abilities